All right, guys. This is my first episode of a podcast. We don't even have the name yet.
No, we have yet to name it.
But this is not even like our first podcast. We used to have an other podcast.
Yeah.
That there's 10 forbidden episodes. Maybe one day they'll resurface the internet.
I'll put it in my will.
Yeah. We were also like teenagers and 21 when we did it, so it was probably...
No, the age difference between like 5 years from like 20 to 25 or 19
it's insane.
to 20, ridiculous.
That was actually on my notes. Like, I wanted to talk about a little bit about the old podcast.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to it, and like a lot of the thoughts I had, I didn't even believe them.
No.
I was just saying it. I was just like regurgitating what like this like society was telling me to say. Like in Utah,
climate change isn't real.
No, it was like it was like a hold on. I'm gonna spray this cabin. Musty in here.
All right. That's good for the podcast.
Yeah.
Get a little mist going.
Yeah. But yeah, like you didn't listen to them that much, right?
No, not too much.
Dude, you need to listen to them, bro, because like
I think I'm the same. Almost.
Really?
Like generally speaking, I think I'm the same.
As I was listening to him, I was like, Daniel's almost the same.
Yeah.
But I like didn't recognize him.
I'm a little more tame.
Yeah.
And I think that's even just like me being less energetic than I was at 20.
Yeah. No, it's...
But no, I guess this is kind of part two. I mean, I know I always wanted to do some type of podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I love doing them.
Yeah.
It was just a matter of coordinating and, like, COVID hit.
Yeah.
So, and then we just tabled it. We just never even went back to it.
I enjoyed them, bro. Like, the interviews we did to people, like Dylan.
I learned a lot about the people that we interviewed. Like, that's the best part, is when you sit them down on a podcast, it's almost like a job interview.
Dude, another thing I noticed is, like, everything I said, like, even the jokes I said, and, like, all the banter I said, was all, like, predicated around, like, the church.
Really?
It was very interesting. I was, like... I don't know. Like, I was talking about, like, my mission. I was talking about, like, church. I was talking about, like...
You were freshly back.
The law of chastity. I was talking about, like... coffee. I was talking about like all my jokes, even like my jokes, my banter. It was all predicated
all around Mormons.
Even when it wasn't like directly correlated with the church.
Yeah,
I said it because of the church.
Right. Mine was just Cody Co.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy because I also found myself being judgmental to people, like with Dylan and with Dallin, and even with you, dude. Yeah. There was one episode I was like, oh, I'm like a dick to Daniel in this.
Yeah. I never picked it up. I don't know.
We were talking
I'm just used to being a dick.
We were talking about like cannabis consumption.
Oh, right.
And I was like, hey, don't do cannabis or you end up like Daniel.
Right.
But like
that's a fair statement.
No. It's fine as a joke. It's fine as a joke, but I said it like 10 times.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, shut up. Yeah. I don't know, it was weird.
No, I mean, I think there's always going to be an element of where we go back and cringe.
Yeah.
Like even this, I think if we listen to this in 5-6 years, we're going to cringe.
Probably. I mean,
but that's the beauty.
I hope so, because that means we're growing, learning, dude.
We're growing as people.
Yeah. But yeah, dude.
But I loved it. I thought it was fun. I mean, hell, that's why we decided to do it again.
Yeah, that's
I'm going to be a little bit more set back, I think.
No,
I'll join in here and there.
I think the conversation is going to be more intuitive.
Yeah. I mean, we're older now.
Yeah.
You know, back then, our biggest dilemmas was, like, dating and...
Yeah.
I don't know, like going to college.
Yeah,
like
I literally talked about college.
Well, to be fair, that's still
a thing.
To be fair, but I think that's always going to be a thing. But like, it's more of like we felt life out a little bit more, which is funny. Again, we're going to hear this in like 5-6 years and be like, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I think we felt life out more than we did back then. I mean, we're still kids.
It's funny because we're talking about, we're so much more mature and better and smart.
No,
I'm still an idiot.
No, we're still going to make dick jokes.
I'm going to make dick jokes.
That was what killed me was that was like the largest premise of most of them was just us making, or not even jokes, just talking about penises.
Yeah, talking about we could not stray away from penises. And
I don't know.
I remember we talked about it in one episode. We're like, this episode, we are not going to talk about dicks. And we did. And then we like had to stop. We're like, all right.
We've had to do that quite a few times. I think now we're okay. So far, we're dick free.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Are we not?
We just brought up dicks.
No, but in
okay.
Yeah.
We got to give ourselves a limit. Maybe like 5 dick jokes per episode.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll feel it out. Again, I think we'll be a little bit better at it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But it's kind of like, I don't know, that's our shtick of the podcast.
Dick jokes are so funny, though.
Even when you interview adults, I think we should still bring up penises somehow.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to interview my basketball coach. I'm going to say dick joke. I don't care. We're all adults. Definitely. I was like 16 when he was my coach. I'm like an adult now.
Be like, you went to the locker room. Who had the biggest schlong?
Yeah, I'll say that to him. And I'm like, also, why were you in there?
Yeah. No need. You don't need a shower. You didn't practice.
Weren't you 38?
Was he in there? See, this is such a big, like, I never realized the cultural difference between, because we live, 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
In my high school, even middle school, you did not shower. You did not get naked in the locker room.
Fremont was different.
It was a matter of, you change into shorts and a t-shirt, like in your underwear, and then you do the same, you change back into your school clothes. Like, you did not shower, you just sprayed cologne and deodorant.
Nah, dude, Fremont was different, man. Like, people were whipping dicks out, like, people were helicoptering, like...
Wow.
I showered there, like, after practice all the time. Like, I don't know, it was like, I don't know, it was like a lot less homophobia, ironically, because it's in Plain City.
Ironically less homophobia. Yeah. No, I agree.
Ironically.
Honestly.
It's weird. Because let's be honest, as a individual in the Hispanic community,
yes,
can be very homophobic.
No, me too.
Very homophobic.
I agree.
Like, the Hispanic community is like, yeah.
And it's different. I mean, there's a line to be drawn between, like, whether you think, you know, someone who you love is love. But then you're also, like, there's limits where you place personally.
Like, you don't cross. Like, touching.
Yeah, like, you know me. I'm very, very...
Yeah.
Like, don't get behind me when I bend down. That's kind of weird.
Even, like... It's interesting. This is a phenomenon, not phenomenal, but it's like very interesting because like back when I was maybe like very, very involved in the church and I was like quote unquote homophobic, like I technically thought it was wrong, even though I didn't think it was wrong. I never thought it was wrong, but I was like taught to think it was wrong. Does that make sense? So I was just regurgitating like what I was taught. Even back then, when I was like, yeah, gay marriage is between a man and a woman, I still was like looking at dicks, humping dudes.
You said gay marriage is
oh no,
between a man and a woman.
I'm still an idiot. We're talking about how mature we've
grown.
No,
the pressure's still here.
No, but I'm saying like, even back when I was very involved in the church, I was like humping dudes, like as a joke, like kissing dudes, like
and see, I was in Ogden. Butts. I was in Ogden. And if you touched me, I'd swing, and yet I'd still vote for gay marriage. I'd be perfectly fine with it.
Yeah, and I think now I'm a happy medium of, like, I will still kiss a dude.
Wow.
But, like, I vote for their rights.
Right. Yeah. No, that's fair.
Yeah. But, like...
Immediately political. I like this.
No, dude. I'm talking about kissing
I don't even think this is
it's not even political.
It's not even a political take anymore.
It's just like ideology.
It's just, you're stupid or you're not. Like, you either care what other people are doing with their marriage or you don't. Like...
It's weird, man.
It's like,
this isn't even like a hot take anymore. It's
no,
like,
I agree.
Hot take. I think being gay is okay.
Yeah.
It's like,
it was a hot take maybe in
2015?
2015 when it was legalized. Yeah. And even then it probably wasn't. It was just a matter of law.
Bro, I think up in like in 2010s it started like being so like
I agree.
Not taboo anymore.
No, I agree. I think it even jumped because I feel like even in like the 80s, bro, it was like
because the 70s hippie revolution.
Yeah, like everyone was cooler with it, and then the 90s and 2000s, it was like no, like it's not okay. And then it reverted back.
Yeah, dude.
And we might be heading back into, like, it's not okay. Who knows?
Who knows, bro. Dude, I also wanted... awesome transition, but...
Yeah. No, you wrote some notes down.
Yeah.
I
got guest notes, dude. You're technically
a guest. Co-hosting.
Yeah, you're not
a guest today.
Exactly. This is... Oh, yeah, I should say on this podcast, it's basically going to be just me, and Daniel's going to be, like, probably a very common guest.
Yeah, I'll join in when I feel like
He's going to be a correspondent of the podcast.
Yes.
Let's say. But... There'll be sometimes I might just do it by myself.
Bro, you just to go.
I might just talk for an hour.
Do it.
Regurgitate my ideas.
People want to hear you sometimes, you know.
People want to hear what I have to say. But dude, I want to talk about because I was listening to that podcast and I remember me and Dan were starting to talk about basketball a little bit, and you were like, "All right, guys, stop! I don't know." I'm like, I don't know anything about basketball, and I'm bored. And like, I feel like now. You could like keep up.
Hold that conversation.
You could hold
down.
that easy.
No, I've been forced to watch basketball so much for the past few years.
Okay, it will never for you surpass soccer. I know it won't. So let's not even talk about that. But I think you've grown to love basketball. I think you
I like watching it because of the sport. Does that make sense?
And do you like the storylines and like?
I like the back's drama because it's funny.
Yeah,
like Jimmy Butler being Michael Jordan's. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But like the technical side of it, I've never been able. Like formations, positions.
That's fair.
I still don't understand any of that.
It's very complicated, but so is soccer. But like, if you're not like a sicko, the average NBA fan doesn't know that. Like a lot of people I know that like say they watch the NBA, they don't understand like offensive schemes, like defensive philosophies or anything. That's like for the sickos, like the sickos. So you don't need like 99% of big NBA fans don't even like dabble into that. So like that doesn't even matter. But like even just hooping, bro. Like I feel like
I hoop way better and more now.
It's crazy, dude.
But like you got to understand. It's literally just a matter of I have no one to watch and play soccer with. Like, as depressing as that sounds, if you offered me to come watch the finals or have come with me and watch soccer, I'd rather watch soccer.
Oh, yeah.
It's just I never have anyone. No. And so I'm just kind of, like, forced to watch. Like, again, I enjoy it now. It's still fun to watch because, like, the drama, the competitiveness. But, like,
or when someone pops off.
Yeah. But it is rough because it's just a matter of, like, I have no one to watch soccer with.
Dude, I just remember, like, we would play as when I was in high school, and you'd come hoop with me and Nick.
Yeah.
And you were, like, such a liability on the court.
Oh,
like, we'd give you the ball, you either dribble it off your foot or throw up a two-handed, like, shot at the rim, and it would just break the backboard.
Yeah.
And, dude, now you're, like, doing hezzies, like, double clutch, reverse layups,
Bro,
step back threes.
I've been forced to improve.
Yeah.
A, because we play a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm just I like sports.
Yeah.
And I'm also competitive. So if I'm going to play a sport, I want to be good at it.
You want to be good at it,
So, I mean, I'll go, like last summer, I'd go and practice by myself. Yeah. I'd go ball and, like, shoot threes and shoot free throws. Yeah. Because I knew there'd be an instant where we would ball. And it's like, I want to beat Nick.
Yeah.
And, like, I want to beat you.
Dude, now when we play King of the Court, like, you score on Nick at will now.
No.
and me.
There's instances where I catch flame. It's very hit or miss with me still.
Yeah, sometimes you'll catch flames.
Because I still don't recognize what causes me to catch flame.
Yeah.
And so it's just a matter of, like, maybe it's my day, maybe it's not.
Yeah, dude.
But no, if we had that podcast with Dallin again,
that would be fun.
I fully agree. I could.
You could talk hoops.
Even if I didn't know some stuff, I could still, like, hold my own.
The thing is, like, a lot of our hoop talk, it doesn't get deep into basketball, let's say. It's like very service level. It's like, Dante Exum looks like a seahorse.
See, I recognize that joke.
It's like, it won't get into, like...
Devin Booker looks like a dolphin.
Yeah. Like, me and Dallin don't talk about, like, is Eric Spoelstra going to run this set play during this timeout because of this defense? No, it's like, we just talk about, like, oh, man, Donovan Mitchell looks like Nemo.
Right.
Which he does.
Brunson looks like an ant.
Brunson looks like an ant.
Yes.
What else? Carl Anthony Towns kind of looks like a lion.
A lion?
To me, he looks like a lion.
All right.
We're getting close to...
As soon as he speaks, the lion's gone.
Yeah.
But, no, I agree. I could definitely... my basketball IQ on the court and off the court has tripled since then.
We should probably not call NBA players animals because that's like flirting with a line.
Just below racism.
Yeah, that's like getting...
I don't think it's... No matter the skin tone, Action Bronson.
No matter the skin tone, Action Bronson's fat as hell.
What's his first name? Brunson?
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson, regardless skin tone, looks like an ant.
Yeah, he does look like an ant.
You know, we're not going to call anyone monkeys.
Yeah.
And again, regardless of skin tone, sometimes people just look like monkeys.
Yeah. I think Tyler Hero looks like a monkey.
He's
Hero? White. He's Caucasian. He's Caucasian.
Some people just look like an animal.
Bro.
It's fine.
Yeah,
we are animals. Sometimes we look like others.
No, we're not. We're human beings.
How about that coffee, huh?
Well, human beings, dude, if we're not animals, what are we? That's my thing. It's like...
Well, there's no reason to ask that.
I'm saying, like, there's no other thing we could be if it's not animal.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like,
yes.
Like, the argument that we're not animals is like, alright, then what else are we?
Yeah, I mean, you're preaching to the choir. I don't know.
But it's like... I think there's some pride in saying, like, we're not animals.
Oh, there's definitely
It's like pride.
I mean, we're incredibly advanced. But, like, you bleed just like a monkey would bleed. You know, it's like we're animals, regardless.
You just call me a monkey, dude.
You got locked out of the laptop.
I got locked out.
Let's make sure we're still recording this horrible
that's
conversation.
All right, but
It was a very professional setup.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
But if we just
we're currently locked out of the laptop that we're recording this on.
I remember with the Dylan podcast, we talked for like 15 minutes and we didn't get any of it. And there's like a cut where we're like, yeah, so into, and then like it stops and we're like, and then I went into the bar. And then we were like, wait, did we get any of that? And we talk about it. We're like, dude, we missed.
I mean, we were recording on an iPhone.
And Dallin called me.
Yeah, and you'd get a phone call.
Yeah.
Or we'd accidentally just slip our finger and hit pause or something.
Pause. Yeah.
And like, pause. And like, yeah, who knows? I mean, we're not much better now.
Yeah.
Considering we just got locked out of the laptop.
Yeah. And this is like, keep in mind, this is an absolute test episode. We're still going to post it.
This is the first one.
Yeah, we're still going to post it, but like...
And one thing also is we're making them longer.
Yeah,
right?
An hour.
We're 15 minutes in. I'm just starting to feel this out.
Me too.
I'm just starting to get a little bit into the groove.
Yeah.
Because back then, we'd do 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, right now is like when we'd have to start wrapping up.
Yeah.
We'd be like, all right, like, let's start, like, the last questions I want to ask would be like right now.
Yep.
That was such, I don't know. But also, a big reason I wanted to start the podcast, as much as I'm not ashamed, because everybody was into him, was because of David Dobrik.
Right.
Because I loved his podcast.
No, I'm the same. I was into him.
I used to. Now, I don't care about him, but like, dude, his podcasts were like 30 minutes.
Were they?
They were so short.
Yeah.
They were like, they were like 25, 30 minutes.
You
and
just
then
wanted
people
to keep that trend.
It was just punchline, end.
Yeah. No, it's fair.
So I was like, kind
I
of
guess he was more of a recognized figure, right? Like he would do more than just the podcast. So it was a matter of like something else to throw ad revenue at.
Too bad he's a sociopath, bro. Yeah, also, I'm going to turn the AC on. I hope it doesn't mess with the sound.
Yeah, if it does, look, we're in Utah.
Yeah, we're in Utah.
It's hot.
We're in a trailer.
We're in a trailer, by the way. Yeah. So it is extra warm. And another big thing of why I also wanted to do this podcast was my memory is absolutely atrocious.
It's so bad.
And I don't know whether that's due to drug use. I don't know whether that's due to like a concussion I've gotten. But I have the worst memory.
Bro, I feel like I could gaslight you into like thinking you said some things that you never said.
You easily could.
I could just be like, dude, you told me last year that if the Cavs win, you give me $100.
Genuinely, I wouldn't
and
know.
You'd be like, I don't know.
I don't remember.
It's
rough. And you know what's one of the worst qualities? Well, it's currently 2024.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, I'm forgetting. It's currently 2024. I'm still single, right? Yeah. I'll chat a girl up, and I have no idea if I've chatted to her before.
Wow.
And that's rough.
Dude, that's like, you might have to get, like, yourself checked.
Honestly, maybe.
You might be, like,
yeah, that's Alzheimer's or something.
Alzheimer's or something.
And that runs in my family.
Yeah.
On my mom's side, which is terrifying.
Yeah, that's... But also, dude, you were like that since we were, like, kids.
Yeah. That's why I'm not too, I don't know. It's just a matter of, I have bad memory. It sucks.
Everybody's brain has, like, strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
Like, yours just memory is
I can juggle.
Not doing it.
I can't memorize anything.
I feel like you can retain information well.
I think the important stuff is fine.
Like, I think your brain is like, you retain information that you learn well, but memories...
Yeah, like experiences.
Experiences, your brain just like, no.
No.
Which, I feel like I'm the complete opposite. Dude, I remember a Friday night when I was 13 in detail.
Oh, wow.
But I don't remember, like, if I read a sentence, what I read.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I genuinely, I don't know, like, I can't tell you what I did when I was 13. I can't remember a single thing about it.
Yeah, dude, I remember.
But World War II ended in 1945.
Oh, yeah? Beat this.
It's not useful.
The United States was founded in 1776. Beat that.
Right, good one. No, you beat me.
Yeah.
See, but that's still useless.
Don't try me.
What the fuck is that type of history? Like, it's good to know history. I love history.
No,
right?
history's dope. I would like to talk about history.
Aside from just general, like if you're looking at, if you get into politics and stuff like that, then you can start bringing it up. But outside of that, bro, when am I ever going to need to know when a war ended?
And, like, I feel like as humans, we're not even really learning from history.
No, we're
like,
not.
We don't. We
And
do
I don't
the
think we
same
ever
shit.
will. I think it's just, like, kind of what being a human is. It's just kind of like, you mess up, you learn, you mess up again, you learn, you mess up again, you learn, you mess up again, you learn.
Well, like, what's
and, like,
the...
generally you advance.
Well, then what would be the motivation, like, with studying history if we're just gonna, like, not learn from our mistakes?
I think it's still useful.
Yeah.
It's still good to know.
No, it is.
Like,
I'm not saying
especially-
history's
and, like,
useless.
I just mean, like, the general person.
Yeah.
Someone, the general electrician doesn't need to know where Hitler was born.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But there's people who do.
Yeah.
And, like, it's good to know that for those people. And
Yeah,
it's good
dude.
to know in general, you know, it's nice to bring up in conversation. It makes you look smart.
Yeah.
But, like, for what? I'd rather know about how to use an outlet and install an outlet.
Yeah. I mean, I have some friends that were, like, deep into history. Like Maverick, for example. He's, like, a history major.
He seems like the type.
He's, like... Dude, he knows a lot of history.
Yeah. And that's
like,
dope.
Mostly American, but he also knows, like, world
Yeah,
history.
I love history, too.
Yeah.
I'm not super into it. I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
trying
me
to get
either.
a little more into it, but... I you know, again, it's just nice to know, but there's no... It's like basketball knowledge.
Yeah, oh, dude, I am
It's
a
like,
savant.
you don't... Like, the general person doesn't need to know LeBron's average score.
No, I would say
but
no
an
one
NBA
does.
coach does. Or a GM.
I would say, like, 90... If you don't have a job in the NBA, that information is completely useless.
No, I
Which
agree.
I have 90% of every stat memorized.
It is a lot more important to know about, like, history than LeBron's.
Yeah, dude. It's
Point
more
average.
important to learn about, like, teeth health.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like...
No, I agree.
It's like, there's so... It doesn't matter, and for some reason my brain said, oh, that's what we're going to become so good at.
Yeah.
Is that
That's-
useless shit right there. Yeah, you're going to be
Well,
amazing at
but
that.
you could still use it. That's the thing. I
Yeah.
mean, like, sure, it's a little, like, autistic knowledge, but
Yeah.
it's still good to know if you wanted to, like... I mean, you could make money betting
I have.
knowing that type of stuff.
I have made money betting.
There
I
you
got
go.
a Prize Picks, dude. I made like $50.
Perfect. I can't bet on World War II history.
Is Hitler going to get assassinated or kill himself? What's the over-under?
Escape to Argentina.
Well, everyone loses. Bro, no, it's cool because, like, I've tried to, like, have my brain translate, like, my genius into basketball and to other things.
Right.
And it's never
It
worked.
just doesn't work.
It just doesn't work.
No, I mean, it's just something you like, bro.
Yeah. I think my brain is, like, if I'm, like, really interested in it. Also, like, I can memorize recipes, which is very interesting. I can memorize
That's
an
good.
entire recipe.
Oh, wow.
Which, that is more useful than...
Very useful.
Yeah, than, like...
Bro, cooking?
Yeah.
That's such an important skill to have.
Yeah, no, it's...
I can do basics.
Yeah, dude. Cooking's dope.
And it's like, if you can make a healthy meal taste good, bro, you're set.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah,
And especially with our generation, where I feel like no one cooks.
Speaking of generation,
Yeah.
let's take the generations back
Ooh.
and make your starting 11 all-time soccer players right now.
Starting 11 all-time
Starting
soccer
11
players.
all-time.
Wow. Put me on the spot here.
I'll go first.
Okay. We're starting with goalie.
I'm going to improvise. But my goalie, dude, it was like a toss-up. I think it's going to be Iker Casillas.
Casillas.
Because...
All right.
I remember he wasn't he like a Ballon d'Oro nominee one year? He didn't win.
Yeah, I mean,
but he was like good.
Oh, he's incredibly good.
And like, I don't know. It's also like kind of the nostalgia. Are there better goalies than him?
Yes.
Yes, but like he's top 10.
Are you trying to piss me off by choosing a Real Madrid player?
Dude, Spain, the Spain World Cup. I remember watching that in 2010.
Yeah, 2-8.
He was a brick wall.
Oh, in 2010 you
2010.
watched. Okay.
He was a brick wall. Nobody could score him. That's like part of the reason Spain was invincible.
Yeah.
Was because Casillas, no one could score on him. So I'm putting him back there as my
All
all-time
right.
goalie.
You know what? That's fine.
Or
I'm not
Neuer.
mad at that, but that's fine.
But not Neuer.
Neuer's a shout. He's still playing. He's still amazing.
No, I might have some. I'm gonna have some
I mean,
players.
he messed up. This Champions League. He missed that.
Yeah.
He did that little dribble off his chest, but
I'm gonna have active players.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should. I mean, we should reference. We're not.
Well, this is gonna be historic, but I'm gonna have active players. And also, disclaimer: I don't know dick about soccer. Like, I don't know. Like, I would say I'm like a casual when it comes to soccer.
Yeah.
but I think I know more than the average American.
No. Oh, for sure. More than you saying Casillas puts
Yeah.
you in the 1% of Americans.
Yeah, Iker Casillas.
I'm a casual too, and I don't have that analytical brain of yours with basketball when it comes to soccer.
Yeah.
I just have the passion. That's
Yeah.
it.
No.
But I'm definitely choosing Buffon.
Buffon?
Yeah.
Dude, he's still playing, isn't he? Or did he just retire?
He either just retired or is playing for like a tiny team.
Like a little Italian.
I'm honestly not sure. But
Yeah.
he could very well still be playing. But that would be my pick, Buffon.
Buffon?
It's
That's
just-
not a bad pick.
Again, he's incredible.
Let's go 1 for 1. Like I say left
Okay.
back, you say left back now.
Okay.
Okay, goalie Buffon and Casillas. And then vote who has the better team.
Okay.
In the comments. In the comments, say who has the better team.
For the like 3 listeners who can identify Casillas and Buffon.
It probably Ezra. Ezra probably will listen. to this, maybe.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who else?
He gets the
Joe
Steve.
might.
Joe, that's a shout.
Joe and Ezra.
Joe and Ezra, let us know.
Yeah, vote who has
If
the
you-
better team.
Already starting with Casillas, I think I'm in favor.
Yeah.
Just because you chose a Real Madrid player.
I don't know, man.
Left
Casillas
back.
was special, man.
I already have my left back.
The thing. Okay, here's the thing. Disclaimer: I can name hundreds of defenders. I don't know if they're left
their
back
positions.
or position.
Yeah.
But
You know what? We'll just go general.
okay, we'll just go defenders.
general
Can
defenders.
Can I? Okay, since you said Buffon, should I go next or do you go next?
You go
Well,
for
no. Let's do this. So it's fair. You pick 2 because then I'll just be going first every time because I'll be naming the next position every time. So that'll be unfair. So you pick a left back.
Okay.
So you pick a goalie and a left back.
Yeah.
And then I pick a left back and a center back. And then you pick a center back and a right back. That'll make it more fair.
You definitely you lost me a little bit.
You just go 2 picks each.
Okay.
It's,
Well, my left back was going to be Dani Alves.
I was gonna say Danny Alves. Oh my gosh, you did.
It doesn't
dude.
matter if it's the
Fuck
same.
you, dude.
We already have one player different.
Ah.
But yeah, he's in prison.
I know. No, I mean we don't support Danny
Hell of a
Alves.
player.
But he was
Hell of a player.
my
And
idol.
again, I'm a Barca fan, so I'm
Yeah.
going to have such a big
Wow.
pull.
That's I promise you that's what I was gonna take.
Yeah.
Danny Alves.
All right. Fair
All
enough.
right. Okay, I know this isn't his position. He was a center back.
Just go defenders.
But
It's
I'm
not
going
big
Javier Zanetti.
deal. Zanetti.
Screw it, dude.
Okay.
I know. He was a center back, right?
I think he might have been a midfielder too,
Uh,
but you're set.
on FIFA, he was a defender.
Zanetti's a shout.
I will say, he was a defender on FIFA. And I know he probably was a center back, but I'm going left back.
Yeah.
And he's like, he can help in offense.
Oh, for sure.
So like, I'm putting him a left back.
Playmaking.
Maybe he can go up like Danny Alves. Like Danny Alves, I feel like was one of the first. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was one of the first players to play like a defensive, but like attacking defensive. Like
Yeah. Those wings positions typically run up.
yeah, they do because he was score. He get assists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he's incredible.
he was dope. Okay,
There
Zanetti.
was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, screw him now. We don't condone anything he does now. We're not gonna get into. Wait, I have to pick the second.
Oh,
one.
okay. Go for it.
So I'm gonna pick a center back. I'm picking Puyol, bro.
Fuck you.
You wanted
I was-
all Barca.
I was easily gonna say
I'm gonna
Puyol.
fuck your
I was
team.
easily gonna say Puyol.
I know. He's gonna be.
I'm genuinely just gonna name 2008 Barcelona.
I know. Well, like we'll see who gets
No,
Messi.
you know what? I'll go with Maldini instead.
Maldini.
Maldini. I'll
Okay.
go with the Italian, Milan.
Okay.
Hell of a defender. One of the GOAT defenders.
Yeah.
Well, for sure.
Okay. Who's your right back?
Right back?
Yeah. You got.
Oh, because I said Puyol, I'll count that.
Oh no, you need a.
I was going to say
center right.
Mascherano in the back, too.
Okay,
If
Mascherano
not
in the back.
Piqué.
Dang. Okay. Wait, you have to pick one.
Mascherano.
Okay.
I could have saved him for mid, but I have a lot of midfielders I like.
Yeah, I have a lot of midfielder. I'm gonna take Piqué as my middle right
That's a shout. He's a tall guy.
because that's what I want. Because catch corners
Yeah. Catch corner.
with his hands. And my right, dang dude,
Right
I
back?
re-
I'm not too sure.
I don't have like. I almost wanted Marcelo, but
Yeah.
Marcelo, I feel like there's so many better options than Marcelo. Sergio Ramos.
Okay.
I know he's a Real Madrid player, but like he's a
I'll give
legend.
it to you. He is a legend. But
Yeah.
he recognizes Messi as the GOAT.
Yeah, he's That's I think we got our full. Do you have your full defense? Oh wait, you need your right back,
the
and
right
then you need
back.
like a midfield.
Honestly, I'm not even sure. Right back. I want to say like historical players, but I fucking love Acuna. And it's just like a personal. I
But
love him.
You might lose the draft with him
He
though,
is
because
a-
they're a better player.
He is a beast.
No, he's an animal, dude. I love
like,
Acuna.
it's not even like his talent, bro. It's the heart.
No.
Good God.
He plays so hard. He's like Sexton on the Jazz for me. Like, not the.
I care more about the passion of the player than the talent. Like, genuinely.
There are so many better options, though. Even me as a casual.
No, I agree.
But, I mean, you pick him?
He has a place in my heart, yeah.
All right. I mean, I pick Casillas just because...
This 11 is going to change every year.
Yeah, no, that's true. we might do this again in another podcast, and I might do a completely different 11.
No, I'm the same.
We're going to do starting 5 soon, too.
And it's hard not to let the nostalgia factor hit, because, I mean, if I would just select the entire Argentina national squad.
Yeah, for this year, or for the last World Cup.
2022.
Dude, I mean, I picked Casillas for nostalgia because I loved him as a kid.
For nostalgia, I love him.
Yeah. I mean, there's still 2 GOATs. It's not like they suck.
Easy. But Acuna, I don't think
it's not like I picked
considered a GOAT.
Nick Raimondo on Real Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Because he won us 2 MLS Cups.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I don't even know that.
Yeah, I did. Guess I just know soccer, dude.
The good old Major League Soccer.
So we got my team so far is Casillas.
Okay.
Zanetti, Puyol, Pique, and who did I say was my right? Sergio Ramos. That's my team. What's your team so far?
Mine's Buffon, Dani Alves, Mascherano, and Maldini. And I'm going to put Acuna there. As a very controversial
Now we need 4 midfielders.
Okay, we're doing a 4-4-2?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just to simplify it.
Okay. I can name you 2 easy.
Okay, you're going to... Dang, so you're going to take...
I'm not going to do 4... Fuck the formation, so we'll just do 4 midfielders.
4 midfielders. It doesn't matter the positions.
Yeah,
name 2, and then...
Alright.
Wait. Right? Oh, no. Now I name 1 midfielder. And then another...
You made these rules.
Okay. Let's just go let's just go 1 for 1 now.
Okay,
Let's not complicate it.
Well, I'll go Riquelme. Easy to Riquelme.
Oh, man, dude.
I have his jersey hung up in my room.
I was gonna go Riquelme, but there's like other ways I wanted to go with this.
He to me is one of the GOATs.
No, Riquelme is a legend. Mount Rushmore of Argentine players. Yeah. Like,
and to me personally, bro, I mimicked my style a lot.
Yeah, you play like him. You play like Riquelme. Just like long
fuck all the
balls.
politics, by the way. If any Argentines are listening, I don't care about that bullshit.
Yeah. See, there's like 2 I really want, and I hope you don't take them. But I'm gonna go.
If you say 1, I'm gonna get mad. But
I'm gonna go Xavi.
Okay, that's fair.
Xavi.
That's fair. That's a great pick.
Yeah, Xavi as my midfield. I'm
way better player than coach.
Yeah, we're doing players.
Yeah.
Screw him as a coach. But yeah, Xavi's gonna be my midfield.
That's a great pick.
Yeah,
that's a great pick.
I love Xavi as a kid.
No, he was amazing. He was insane.
Yeah. Who's your other midfielder? You got 3 more.
Midfielder is Palermo.
Mm-hmm.
Love that guy to death.
Dude, I'm gonna take De Bruyne then.
You're taking De Bruyne?
I'm taking De Bruyne.
That's a shout.
Active, by the way.
Active and incredible right now.
Yeah, no, I'm taking De Bruyne, dude. Screw it.
I'm losing this top 10 maybe. Top 11, but...
You're going for pure nostalgia.
I'm going for pure who I love.
If you don't take this next midfielder, I win.
Okay.
If you let me have this guy...
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to end up picking him because I'm going to say Iniesta.
Fuck, dude. That would have made my team perfect.
That's the easy pick.
Yeah.
No, but you went the Real Madrid route with goalie.
Yeah.
If you went the Real Madrid route with midfielders...
No. If I would have picked Modric, that would have been bad. But I kind of want to...
It's up in the air.
I know. I mean, dude. Okay, a midfield of Xavi, De Bruyne, and Modric?
Cook.
Oh my god.
I'd maybe replace Xavi with Busquets.
Yeah, in that one?
Yeah.
I'm not going to pick Modric. I'm not.
Alright, it's your choice.
I'm going to pick... Oh, you already took Mascherano, huh?
Yeah, you can pick him for mid.
No, because I don't want to repeat players, because it's like a draft.
Alright.
So I have 2 more midfielders here. And I could go Modric, I could go Busquets. I mean... Ronaldinho, dude.
Fuck! God damn it, bro.
I was like...
That was my next one.
I know, dude. I love him. He's gonna be my attacking mid.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Ronaldinho with Xavi and De Bruyne, dude.
If De Bruyne was in 2008 Barca, they would have made a new cup for them to win.
He would have had a statue.
Yeah.
And I think he would have been like my second favorite player of all time.
No, it's
behind Messi.
That's fair. De Bruyne's a beast, and he's still a beast, and I hope he continues to be a beast.
I mean, look how good he's making Haaland look. Haaland
Ridiculous.
sucks.
The entire Man City squad, bro.
Yeah, dude.
He has Foden, who's 19, looking like a goddamn little Messi.
Yeah, no, that's
and
crazy.
he's talented.
And Foden, I mean, he's talented, but in the World Cup,
yeah, well, England in general.
yeah, he didn't look that good, dude.
Any English player typically, it's like the polar opposite of Argentina, where Argentine players are 10 times better for their national squad than they are for their clubs.
Yeah,
And the English, I think, are just the polar opposite.
They just play like
ass with their national clubs.
Man, it's too much crumpets and biscuits.
Biscuits. Speaking of biscuits,
my
next pick is Busquets.
That was smooth.
Since you had Xavi.
All right, that's fair. I mean, that's a great pick.
Yeah.
He's active, by the way.
Yeah.
For Inter Miami. I mean, if no one takes Modric,
He's taking him.
I hate to have three Madrid players. Damn.
That's a shout.
But like Ramos, yeah, I'm gonna take Modric.
Yeah, Cruz would have been a good one too.
Oh yeah.
But Modric is above Cruz.
Yeah, I would take Modric. Yeah.
All right, we're going two forwards then.
Yeah, we just two forwards. This is good. This is where.
Now, who's gonna?
Who are you gonna pick?
Who are you gonna pick?
Fuck off, dude.
Clearly, you're gonna take R9.
No, it's your pick.
Yeah, R9. I'll let you have Messi.
Okay.
I'll be nice.
I was gonna pick Ronaldo, but because I knew you were gonna pick Messi.
Oh well. Which Ronaldo? I picked the other Ronaldo.
Oh.
I picked Brazilian Ronaldo.
Oh, Brazilian. Oh yeah, R9.
Uninjured. Ronaldo. I'm not saying Ronaldo. It's Ronaldo. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Ronaldo is my pick.
Brazilian Ronaldo.
The
good Ronaldo. Yeah, no, he was
insane player.
He was gonna be the GOAT.
If he wouldn't have been injured,
yeah, he was gonna be the GOAT.
He's the Derrick Rose of soccer.
Yeah, no, he was gonna be the GOAT. I mean, his weird like pube in the back of his head when he like got that haircut. Have you seen that? Oh, it was at the top.
Yeah,
I thought it was in the back. That was atrocious.
No, not great.
That's like a fireable offense.
I think I can't. Like, I'm not Brazilian. I don't know too well, but I think it was like a bet or some shit. Like for that haircut.
Wow.
I can't imagine he.
I mean, GOAT.
Yeah.
Like peak Ronaldo could go toe to toe with any player
in
the history of soccer.
And I'm gonna guess your pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Holland.
Okay.
Holland. Now I'm picking Messi. Duh, the GOAT, the greatest player. No, he's not.
It's just too obvious. I almost don't even want him.
Yeah, we shouldn't even like pick Messi, but like. He's not the greatest soccer player of all time. He's the greatest athlete in the history of sports.
I agree.
There is no athlete that has been better at their sport than Messi. I'm talking about Michael Phelps, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Messi is like, no one's been better at a sport than Messi.
I fully agree. That man is magic.
Yeah.
That man is magic.
I'm gonna pick him.
Okay.
So now you got one more forward.
Now there's a lot of.
And we got to pick a coach.
Oh, we do have to pick a coach.
Yeah.
Okay. Now there's a lot of forwards I love, and a lot of them I've seen play less time because they're older. Mm-hmm. Zidane would be a very easy pick.
Yeah.
But again, I didn't watch him that much.
Nasty. Yeah.
You know, I was pretty young.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm gonna have to think this out a little bit.
I mean, dude, there's a pretty freaking obvious one.
Am I missing one?
I mean, if you don't pick him, I'm picking him, and my team will be undefeated.
I mean, I love Di Maria to death.
Oh my gosh!
And that might have been my pick.
Not really.
I have a framed photo of him.
Great pick, by the way. Great pick. Di Maria, dude. Mount Rushmore of Argentine players, in my opinion.
Gonzalo Higuain.
La Vessi. 20. I can clip the mic. 2014 La Vessi.
No, I follow La Vessi on Insta. I love that dude. Yeah. He was just funny.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Di Maria.
Wow.
He's won us everything.
You know who I'm gonna take?
Who are you gonna take?
Maradona.
That's a shout. See, I didn't want to say him because I feel like I didn't watch him play that much.
Yeah.
But he was obviously.
I mean, Maradona and Messi on the same team. I mean, I was gonna pick Ronaldo, but I honestly would rather have Maradona than Ronaldo.
Yeah, I fully agree. And with my team would not be quick counterattack. Yeah. Which is Ronaldo's perfect.
Maybe
squad.
Not fit. I just think even though Messi and Maradona, they might not complement each other that much, but they're so good that they would figure it out.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's not to bring basketball into it, but Kyrie and LeBron, Their skill sets
And
didn't complement each other, but they were
Yeah.
so good that
And-
they figured it out.
You know, their personalities would match.
Yeah.
Because Maradona is such a loud fucking character.
Yeah.
And Messi's such a quiet
He would
dude
just like, you take all the
that they
credit.
wouldn't, yeah, they wouldn't butt heads.
Yeah.
If you put Ronaldo and Maradona on a team, you're fucked.
Yeah. So my team, see if I can remember it, it's going to be tough,
Okay.
is Casillas. Wait, Casillas, Zanetti, Sergio Ramos, Puyol, and Piqué. Okay. And then I got Modric, De Bruyne, Xavi, and Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
And then I have Messi and Maradona up top.
Okay. You might have beat me out because I gave you Messi on my mind.
Yeah, I don't know why you gave me Messi.
I'm confusing mine.
Yeah,
now.
Buffon.
Buffon, Acuna, which I picked. Very controversial take.
Yeah.
Joe and Ezra are going to roast me in the
Yeah,
comments
they
for that
are.
one.
They are. Mascherano.
Mascherano, Maldini, and Dani Alves.
Mhm.
And then in the mid, I had Riquelme, Palermo, and Busquets. Or no, I picked four. Who's the fourth?
I could see a Barca Argentina bias with your starting 11.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
What was it? Did I pick a fourth mid? I
Yeah.
did, because I only got two fourths.
Yeah, you did. Who was it?
Jesus Christ.
Maybe you didn't. You did Busquets.
Busquets, Palermo, and Riquelme, and then who else?
You might have not picked a. You might have not picked a.
Yeah, because you said Ronaldinho, and I was going to pick Ronaldinho.
Oh, then we might have just moved to forwards or something.
Did I not pick a midfielder?
You might have not, dude.
All right, we're going to have to go back. This is very important.
You get a midfielder.
And well, up top was Messi and Di Maria.
Yeah, up top,
So-
Messi and Maria. No, you didn't get Messi. You had
Oh,
Ronaldo.
shoot. Yeah, I had Ronaldo, Nazario.
R9.
Yeah, R9. Did I really not pick midfield? Okay.
You got a midfielder.
So I just got to pick another one?
Yeah. You got to complete your team.
You said De Bruyne.
Oh, you got Iniesta.
Oh, Iniesta.
Yeah,
that's what it
you
was.
picked Iniesta.
I was thinking my pick was going to be Iniesta.
Yeah. Pretty solid team. Let us know in the comments who wins.
Yeah.
Winner actually gets $50,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who pays that?
Each other, dude. If you win, I'll pay you $50,000.
All
All right, dude. I wanted to. That's what I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk about our starting 11. I thought that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be cool. And like, who cares? If you're not into soccer and you got bored of that, wah wah.
Oh, we got the power low on battery.
Oh wow. How many?
It's about to.
Should I plug it in?
Yeah, we should probably. Plug
Okay.
this in.
Keep the listener entertained.
Okay, this is an incredible podcast. Our technological issues have been fantastic so far. Is there any more notes, or should I just start something new? Okay. Peter was great in writing some notes down, which I figure he'll do with every guest, but
Yes. And I have more.
other side. Sorry, that was me talking to PD, not me referencing Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, we got it plugged in. We got power.
I don't know. I'll wait for you to pull up the notes.
Okay,
I don't
we
have
got
too
power.
much to talk about.
We got power. Okay, we're not gonna. It's not gonna die now. Okay, I wanted to. Me and Chade were talking. Me and Maverick and Chade were talking about this actually, and Brian.
We're getting deep.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's about rap.
Oh, okay.
Who's your Mount Rush? No, I'm not saying the Mount Rushmore. Like, because there's an objective Mount Rushmore. Because like
yeah.
Biggie, Pac.
It's always
Who's
going to be a
your objective.
mm,
No, your subjective.
yeah objective.
I went to college for 2 years.
I dropped out, so we're fucked.
By the way, on our last podcast, that was like every joke. It was like that I was in college and you were a dropout.
And I was a dropout.
And now we're both dropouts.
Look at us. Who would have thought? I didn't go back, and you joined me.
Yeah, and I'm going back this summer. But,
Yeah, I never intend to.
Your Mount Rushmore of rap. Your Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
So it's subjective.
Okay.
Completely
So
yours.
just based on like who I love to listen to.
You can have Wale in there. Who cares?
Jesus.
I know, but I'm saying like your Mount
Well,
Rushmore.
Eminem is going to be there.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Mhm.
He was biggest influence for sure.
Yeah. Wait, can I? Okay, no, you go. You go.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna try to guess yours.
Oh, okay. Do you want to guess the next one?
Ti.
Oh, god damn it. T.I.'s up there.
Yeah.
Is it 4 then, right? It's 4?
Yeah, it's 4.
So T.I., Eminem, for sure. There's one big one, one easy one. Do you want to try?
For you,
Yeah,
50 Cent.
easy.
Oh yeah.
There's 3.
50
50's
Cent.
easy.
50's up there, dude.
Damn, who's...
I don't know who your I don't know who your fourth would
No,
be.
I honestly...
I knew those 3 were gonna be in your top
those
3.
three are in my top
Your
3.
fourth?
without a doubt.
No idea.
My fourth might be rough.
Let's just do top 5. Screw it. Top 5.
Top 5? Okay.
Screw Mount Rushmore.
Um,
It's smaller than you think, by the way. Mount Rushmore's some tiny pussy
is
shit.
it really?
Yeah.
I can't say I've been. I don't even know where it's at.
You could hear the acid reflux when I said that. I was like, but yeah.
Scrumptious.
Two more. I have no idea where you're gonna go. I knew you were gonna say those three.
Like I'd love to say Tupac and Biggie,
Mm-hmm.
but like aside from their, you know,
Influence.
couple albums and their influence, I'm not rocking with them all day, every day. You know what I mean? Like I'm not bumping them too much.
Yeah, and it's yours.
Incredible rapper.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't even
amazing
have to,
music.
I don't even have to say that.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm trying to blank, bro. I kind of want to say Jay-Z.
Fair.
If we're doing 5, I'll throw Jay-Z in there.
Okay, it's your 5. Yeah.
Because Jay-Z, I love his music.
Yeah.
Even 444 was fantastic.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
Little story of OJ. I don't know if I'd put Kanye in there, honestly.
You wouldn't?
I don't think I would.
Really?
Because I love him as a producer and lesser of a rapper.
Fair. But
He's
like,
great storyteller.
that's the whole package.
I guess, yeah.
Like, his production is part of his...
But I don't know. I don't listen to him thinking of rap.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's like a C- rapper.
Mm-hmm.
He has some good verses.
Yeah.
He has some good verses, but like, I don't know. Actually, he has some good features.
Yeah.
But like, he's not like a rapper's rapper.
Mm-hmm. Well, Kendrick's up there, so
Yeah,
Kendrick would be on that
Kendrick
list.
so
That's
that's
kind
5.
of easy. I thought that was 4.
Jay-Z,
Oh shoot,
Kendrick.
you're right. That is 5.
Eminem, 50
Dang.
Cent, and T.I.
I might replace Jay-Z with J. Cole then.
Oh, fair. Fair.
Yeah, I think I would do that.
That's a good top 5. That's a really good top 5. I don't think Eminem makes my top 5. He makes like my top 20.
Yeah. Top 20.
My top 20.
Damn, bro.
If I'm making an objective
you know
list,
what? I can't judge an opinion.
If I'm making an objective list, he's in my top 10. But my like, I don't know. He's one of the GOATs. Like, I remember the first time I heard Infinite, I thought he was an alien. I was like, how
that's insane.
does somebody rhyme scheme like this? But my top 5, my number 1 is Kendrick.
Okay.
He's my GOAT.
That's a respectable.
I think he's the greatest rapper of all time, in my opinion.
No, that's a respectable opinion.
To Pimp a Butterfly is aging like wine.
Oh, easy.
Every time I hear that, I'm like,
that one's incredible.
it gets better. It got better than the first listen somehow.
Yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City, masterpiece. I cried the first time I listened to it. Okay, I'm gonna stop glazing Kendrick. And he's cute and he's handsome.
They're not like us.
2 is probably gonna be J. Cole.
Drake. Oh, okay. J. Cole.
I mean, bro, I respect Drake. He has bangers.
Fuck off. Bro.
He does. I mean,
that's like saying Taylor Swift is the fucking
honestly,
biggest pop star.
It'd be like saying Pitbull's in your top 5.
Yeah, I agree.
I know, but he would be a good one for artists. Like if you're like pop stars, like
just numbers.
Yeah, numbers. But no, he doesn't.
Okay, but who'd you
say? But like the thing is, like I love Drake's music. Like I have like so many good songs I used to listen to, like with Drake in them.
I have a lot of nostalgic stuff, but I don't listen to it too much. I don't like
no, he's
got J. Cole. You said J. Cole?
Yeah, J. Cole,
okay,
Kendrick,
and J. Cole.
And 3 is a curveball, bro. Mine's Tyler.
If you say Wallet, okay.
No,
Tyler, the Creator.
Tyler's
as a rapper?
Yes.
You enjoy his rapping?
I love his rapping, but it's like his whole artistry, like their whole package.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, see,
Okay. If we're going pure rap, I'm not gonna throw in Tyler.
Okay.
But I'm saying like their music.
Well, I like rap.
I know, I do too.
And I hate when people say Tyler's a good rapper.
No, he's not.
She's not a good rapper.
He's like saying
he's
Kanye.
An okay rapper.
He's like a Kanye for me.
Okay.
He's like which Kanye is number 4.
You know what's your list? I don't care.
It's just like I'm going their music. If we're going rap, I would probably be a different list.
Okay.
A completely different list. I love rap too, but I also love just music, like melodies, like all of it.
All right. That's what I love about Tyler for sure. I'm not dissing Tyler. I fucking love that dude.
Tyler, and then I put Kanye as my 4, dude.
Okay.
And then my 5. Dang, dude. There could be so many people. Okay, if we're going pure music, I'd probably throw in Drake.
Wow.
But he's not in my rap top 5 though. Okay, okay, that's my top 5 for music. Rap top 5. I'll go first. Cole, Kendrick. I'd put Nas.
Okay.
I love Nas.
Easy.
And then 4. Like, okay, this is rap. This isn't like pure music. I put Vince.
Vince, that's a good pick.
I put Vince as my 4th.
That's a good pick.
Like
I love his vibe.
As far as his rapping, like, dude,
Yeah.
he's incredible.
No, he's a great rapper.
And then 5 is tough. I could put so many people. I mean, I'm not gonna pick Wale. I said that as a joke. I love Wale,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna pick him.
I've hardly listened to his stuff. I won't lie to you.
Yeah, dude, my 5th one, it'd be tough. There's so many people I could pick, dude.
Benzino,
I could pick.
Vanilla Ice,
I could pick
Nate Dogg.
Riff Raff.
Riff Raff's a shout. Childish
I'd probably pick
Gambino.
Eminem
Okay.
because this is rap,
Yeah.
like a rapping top 5,
I
not like an
agree.
artist. He'd be in the top.
No, and that's why, like, you know, I mean, we joke about when we hang out with white girls and they say Khalid's their favorite rapper.
Usher.
Usher.
By the way, dude, story time. No, you go first. Also,
I didn't have a story.
I have a story.
Okay.
I was talking to this girl forever ago. I think I told you this. And we're talking about our favorite rappers.
Yeah.
And she said her favorite rappers are Usher,
Oh,
Khalid, and Post Malone.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, you can like them.
So
I like them.
Did you hear the question?
Yeah, it was like, I mean, yeah, they're black, but they're not rap. Like, just because they're black doesn't mean...
Malone?
No, Post isn't black. But, like, dude, saying Usher's a rapper is,
that's
like, borderline
that's
racist.
That's criminal. No, that is racist.
It's racist.
It
It's
is
like,
racist.
he's black, he's a rapper.
No, he's not a rapper.
It's like when Tyler
It's
won...
not even like it's like saying Tyler's not rap. It's like, no, he rapped.
Yeah.
He raps. Usher doesn't rap.
No, there's
no rap.
There's no reason you should call him a rapper
No.
other than he's black.
Same with Khalid. Khalid's
Yeah.
not he doesn't rap.
You're purely looking at his skin and saying
Yeah.
rapper.
A black dude that makes music
Yeah.
is a
It's
rapper.
racist. He never rapped once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, you're a
James
rapping
Brown.
top 5.
James Brown is my favorite rapper.
Danny Brown.
No, James
No, I'm
Brown.
just kidding.
Danny Brown's a shout. I like him.
No,
Um,
I mean, I feel like your top 5 was like,
Mine's very easy to predict.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
but T.I.,
Bro,
he's a good rapper, but like top 5?
I mean, he literally invented like
Crunk?
crunk.
Yeah, he did. He invented crunk.
It was the era, bro. It was
Nah,
the era.
that's true.
The 2000s, he fucking ruled.
Him and Lil Jon.
Yeah. And it was like back, I mean, obviously rap was mainstream, but not nearly
Yeah.
as mainstream. He was carrying that shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, did Lil Jon invent crunk or did T.I.? That's up for debate.
I'd say T.I.
T.I. is way better, dude. I can't listen to Lil Jon. His music is so bad.
It's just party music, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. You gotta listen to it in a group setting.
Yeah. Is it the same? Is your top 5 like...
No, it's the same, bro. It's because I hate when people don't
Like do rap? Yeah.
do rap. It's like, that's not what rap is rap.
Yeah. I mean, my top 5 was like rappers, because Drake is a rapper.
Mm.
Like, as you can say what you want about his rap, which is probably true, and Tyler's a rapper, Kanye's a rapper. This is just that there are also so many other things.
Yeah, that's why I don't consider them
Yeah.
rap. That's
Yeah.
why I don't consider Tyler Creator a rapper.
Yeah.
I heard Igor. He's not a rapper.
So, dude, when he won a Grammy,
He's an art. Yeah, he won the rap.
he went up there and, dude, he won Best Rap Album of the Year for
Yeah, I
Igor.
know. For Igor.
And then he went up and he's like, this is a pop album.
Yeah. That's why it pisses me off when people blend rap with other shit.
He even
Like,
said it. He was like, I just won Rap Album of the Year because of the color of my skin. He's like, this was
Yeah.
a pop album.
Yeah.
He's like, why are y'all naming this rap? Urban music?
Just like literally that white girl. Just because they're black and make music, she's a rapper.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna trigger so many Utahns. There are millions of listeners who are just gonna be like, why are you guys like doing that? You're gonna be like,
Khalid. Post Malone.
but I love Khaled. Usher. I love Usher.
I'm not racist, but white women are something else.
You're racist.
I'm racist towards white women. I think I do genuinely think I am racist towards white women. Like unironically racist.
I think you're racist towards white people.
You think? No, because white guys don't piss me off at all.
You might be a
It's the women,
misogynist.
bro.
You're a misogynist, racist,
All right,
which is
I'll take those labels. Whatever.
very hand in hand.
Misogynist, racist.
I don't know. Like, you're only racist when it's a woman,
Oh,
yeah, which is cool.
no, I'm pretty racist to some
No,
Racist.
I honestly don't think you're a misogynist at all. I think you're not racist either. Obviously, I'm kidding. But like,
Yeah.
you have your complaints about Caucasians.
I have a big hatred. Not hatred. let me backpedal heavy on that one.
Yeah.
I have a big bias towards certain races that I don't run into too often. Thank God. Or some might say, thank Allah.
It's just white
But
people.
they exist.
The thing is, like, what's crazy is, like, this could be out in public and no one would cancel you because it's, like, towards white people.
No,
And,
I
like,
wasn't
no one
talking
cares.
about white people, but they're
we
in there
could
too.
We could, I mean...
I mean, anything I say, I can back up. Like, if you hear this and get mad and want to have a conversation, I'm more than down.
Yeah, no, it's great.
But if you're going to make assumptions...
The thing is, like, a lot of it isn't the race, it's the culture.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Like,
without a doubt. No, that's...
Yeah.
I mean, I joke about it, but that's what it is.
Because,
It's
like,
not, it's not about the race.
there's some things, like, I'm Hispanic. There's some things about, like, Hispanic culture that I hate. And I'm like, that's such an annoying thing to do as a culture. Why do we do that?
I agree.
And it's not like I hate Hispanics.
No.
It's just that, like...
That culture.
The culture is, like...
That one thing about the culture.
Yeah, exactly. It's
No,
not
I
racist.
fully agree.
It's not racist. It's just, like, expand your brain a little
if you
bit.
say black people, it's like, bro, you could be talking about a million types of different cultures.
Yeah, millions of cultures. Like,
Same
not
with white
millions.
people. Like,
Yeah.
2 million types of different cultures.
Expand your brain. Don't just assume it's racist until you like really dig what their thought process is behind their ideology.
Yep. That's the thing. Is like you never ask why.
Yeah.
It's like you just want to be mad, and it's like I get it. You make assumptions to the why.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're just a jerk. It's like, no, ask the why, because sometimes they express it in hatred when truly it's just a matter of either misunderstanding or like they have legitimate concerns and they want to voice it, but they just don't know how to voice them, and so they just go, fuck this.
Yeah, well, also some people are just not very articulate. They can say like, fuck Mexicans.
Yeah.
And they like don't understand that like.
It's like, no, let's talk about the immigration issue.
Yeah.
It's like, not fuck Mexicans.
But like, they can't articulate that like they are like they have immigration like doubts about like the policy we have in the United States, but they can't articulate that.
No,
they're just like, I hate them.
Yeah,
they're taking our jobs, and it's like, I wish like I almost had a translator where I could just like talk to people like that, and I could translate their actual thoughts, and maybe I wouldn't hate them as much.
No, I agree with you. Hell, the world would be a much better place.
Yeah. So, speech would connect boundaries of humanity, is what we're saying. Diction. Dick.
And we're back.
At the same time.
And we're back.
I'm just saying, I did want to talk about one last thing.
Yeah, I got nothing but time.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the hour bullshit.
Dude, we could go an hour and a half.
This is me and you, no one's listening to
this.
Yeah.
But like, no, so when I said an hour, I just want it to be at minimum an hour.
At minimum an hour.
If it goes an hour and a half, 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
I don't care.
All right, I'm down for that.
But it's
I like the long ones because it's like,
me too.
If you don't want to listen, don't listen.
And it's like sometimes it's like I'm mowing my lawn or like I'm doing dishes or like I'm working out.
Yeah,
and a 20-minute one is like I want to listen to a long one. Sometimes I want to fall asleep to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just like.
And we lost everyone at the Go to 11.
Oh yeah. The thing is, I don't care.
We lost 99% of our audience with the Go to 11.
The thing is, like, with the Go 11, we missed everyone except for Joe and Ezra.
Everyone's clicked off except for Joe and Ezra.
Even Chade, he said he'd listen to my podcast, and I guarantee he's gonna fast forward through that, dude. He's just gonna be like, "Yeah, what are they talking about?"
What's a buffon?
Yeah, what's a buffon? What's a macharino?
Macharino.
Oh, dude, I was gonna say.
You said you want to talk about.
No, I know. But before I say that, I think a big downfall of the podcast we did last time is that we just made it purely to cater to what we thought people would want to listen to.
Right.
And I think that isn't as fun. Like sometimes it's fun to just talk about your interests.
No, that's fair.
And like sometimes,
and you've done it so far. I mean, we've discussed soccer, we've discussed rap, racism, all my interests.
We haven't talked about hoops a lot, which we will later. Who knows? You never know with this podcast.
No. This is no longer a podcast made for like we want to be famous.
No.
This is like a podcast where like
for us.
We're fucking adults. We don't care.
Yeah.
I just want to listen to this in the future.
Exactly. It's like I'm not doing this to cater to anybody.
Yeah, and if you enjoy it, great.
If you do enjoy it, great.
Seek help.
If you enjoy this, there's something wrong with you.
There's better help.
Yeah. No, but I want to talk about if you have any like, because I don't know, dude. Elementary school and junior high is so funny. Do you have any like embarrassing like, not embarrassing, just like funny like stories when you were like in elementary school or like junior high?
I got jumped.
Oh.
and cried.
Oh, shit.
So a little embarrassing.
And you got shanked with like a plastic knife.
With a fork.
With a plastic fork?
And it hurt like...
No, dude.
Big.
If I got shanked with a plastic fork, legitimately shanked, that would hurt.
No, but I have a million embarrassing things. I don't know.
It doesn't necessarily even need to be embarrassing, just like funny. It's like you might have just witnessed something and like you had nothing to do with it and you just witnessed it.
You know, you're asking the wrong guy.
It's like, I got jumped once.
I was like, no, I just don't remember.
I mean, dude, share the story about how you got jumped.
It's not that deep. Honestly, when I say that, people are like, oh my god. And it's like, no, I just got punched a few times.
And kicked in your leg.
And I was just traumatized because it's like not a fun experience.
Oh, yeah.
And the worst part about it was like the group of friends I was with, I thought they were my friends.
Yeah.
And no, they fucking left. Like they ran.
They didn't back you up at all?
No. And like, I think if I was in their spot, I would have done what they did. But like they had the experience of what was happening. Whereas I had never been around that environment before.
No, they did not back you up.
And they did not back me up at all.
Which maybe is a good thing, because if they would have backed you up, a full-on war might have broken out and someone might have died.
Yeah, who knows?
I mean, no, I'm just kidding. No, they should have backed you up. They should have backed you up.
Just a little bit. But no, I think it was just easy. I was the easy target, right?
Yeah.
I was the nice little kid who like was innocent. Everyone else had like, you know, their families were involved with gangs and all that stuff. I was some random innocent dude.
Yeah.
Who was just trying to make friends with people who spoke his language and played soccer and stuff.
Yeah. Didn't they like kick your? They were like,
yeah,
they knew soccer player kick his leg.
Like they basically bruised and like destroyed my entire outer thigh. And that's how my mom found out about it, because I didn't say shit, right?
Yeah.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
But she saw the bruises. And that's on Wallahi. But no, she saw the bruises and was like, what the fuck is that? And thankfully I transferred schools right after, and again, we were kids, so it's like I hold no resentment, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just that was the culture, bro.
They were just doing what their big brothers were doing.
Yeah, like I just wasn't familiar with that truly being the culture.
Yeah.
Like, I vividly remember being a kid, like, we were, like, 12, and he's like, yeah, I got stabbed, and he showed me the scar.
Jeez.
And I was like, oh, cool, and I was like, yeah, I probably fell down and, like, scraped his stomach.
Bro, Mount Fort was a jungle.
No, it genuinely was.
Like a jungle.
It genuinely was. And I'm assuming it's improved, I'm hoping.
It definitely must have.
But
there's no way it stayed like that.
Because that was, like, right before, like, social media was as big as it was, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was still very much like, you know, Armageddon out there without technology and without like social like, you know, where everything is just kind of like, now with technology it's almost like culture has morphed into one sort of thing.
Yeah.
And back then it was just like I wasn't around gang violence, I wasn't around, you know, fighting, stabbing, shooting. I wasn't around that, and so when I got around it, it was kind of a wake-up call for me, like, oh shit, this is like, it really exists. And it's like right in my neighborhood. And
like, people like to complain about social media, and there's a lot of bad things about it, but also a good thing about it is like when society falls into groupthink about a certain topic that's like damaging society.
Exactly.
For example, Mount Fort, like if somebody were to like film you getting jumped and they were like, this kid got jumped for no reason, people are like, what? That's not okay.
Right.
Where were the teachers? Where were the principals?
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah. And then it'll blow up, and then like everyone just like attacks them, and the social pressure causes change. Positive change.
No, it genuinely does.
Historically, it's caused positive change when people all unite and like be like, what's going on? And that's because of social media.
No, yeah.
So social media isn't all evil. It's helped the world in some ways.
No, I fully agree. Obviously, it has its horribleness.
Yeah, that's ruined the world in some ways, but
definitely.
It's also helped.
But I agree with you. It's kind of like if it was possible to at that time mass communicate what was happening at that school.
Oh,
it
would have got shut down.
It would have changed. Yeah, it would have shut down.
Bro, we had in 7th grade, we had a Mount Fort transfer.
Oh, really?
His name was JD. I remember him. JD Duran. Like, not Durant.
Oh, that sounds ridiculously familiar. Was he your age, though?
He was he was my age. JD Duran. Not Durant. Duran. Like the Duran.
I'm going to have to look him up, because I think he might have been a buddy of mine.
Really?
Yeah. Not like one of the bad ones.
He wasn't a bad kid.
Like an actual buddy of mine.
He was a bad kid in Fremont terms, but he didn't really cause problems.
No, yeah.
He was like a good kid.
No, but like even there, he was a good kid.
Yeah.
Like if it's the one I'm thinking of.
If I'm picturing him in Mount Fort, he would probably be one of the good kids
Yeah.
in Mount Fort. But he was a bad kid at Fremont. He
Yeah.
would get in fights sometimes.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, even
but bro, so
that's
this
just
kid,
norm out there.
dude, this kid, I remember 7th grade, and I had a class. It was like the one where you stitch things, home ec. Home ec. I don't know.
Something like that.
You like stitch clothes and
Yeah,
some
yeah, I
shit.
had
It
that
was
too. I
dumb.
remember that.
And I remember I sat next to this girl named Bailey DeFries. She's married now with like 2 kids, but I had a huge crush on her
Damn.
in 7th grade, and I tried to impress her. And you know how like in some classes you sit in a table of 4, like
Yeah.
a desk, and you all face each
Circular?
other.
Oh, let's see what you're saying. Yeah.
So
The square
it was me and Bailey, and I sat next to her,
Uh-huh.
and these 2 other kids. And then one of the kids got moved because JD transferred into our school, the Mount Fort kid.
Uh-huh.
So we sat in our table, and dude, I like didn't even, I stopped impressing Bailey because I was just astonished at the things he would say. He came
Like,
in,
his
bro,
stories or what?
dude.
Like,
We were 12,
yeah.
and he came in, and he'd be like, "Yeah," I was like, people were shooting each other at
Yeah.
my mom's house. He's like, "I have a kid."
Yeah.
I was like, "You have a kid?"
A kid.
Which I think, dude, was pure cap.
Yeah.
Because he finished high school with us. No, he dropped out in like junior year.
Yeah.
But
This is about right.
he went for a while and I never once saw his kid at school or nothing. But he's like, "Yeah, I have a kid." And I'm like, "Bro, we're 12."
Yeah.
It's like, I don't have pubes yet. I was like,
Did Bailey hear that?
"Yeah, no, I didn't." But bro, I was like, "You have a kid?" And he's like, "Yeah, I have a kid." And I was like, "I'm a kid.
Yeah.
How do you have a kid?" And it was just mind-boggling, dude. Which I think
could
it
have
was
been a
cap.
cap.
I think it was
I'm
pure
assuming
cap.
it's cap.
He's talking about like the times he got jumped.
Yeah.
It was weirdo. He was a weirdo, dude.
Yeah.
But he was always trying to fight kids.
Yeah.
He was like picking fights all the time. We were like, and then Walk West, that's like weird.
That's weird there.
Like if you're out there picking fights, people are like, "Dog, relax. Like
Yeah.
it's not that deep.
no,
like
that's fair.
chill."
That's how it should be.
People just flame you. Like if you're like trying to fight people, you're like an outcast.
That's good.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's a good culture to have.
Which I'm assuming in your culture, in in Ogden culture, in your savage, no, like in Ogden school district culture, like the dude that fights the best is probably like popular,
Yeah.
and you probably
the beautiful thing, beautiful is the wrong word. The thing about Ogden was that it was so multicultural.
yeah.
So you could find both. I
Yeah.
mean, you could find the group that thought, like the Walkwest.
Walquest.
What was it called?
Walquest.
What was it?
Walquest.
Walquest.
Just wall and then a quest.
Walquest.
Yeah.
There were kids like that.
Eagles.
So what's crazy is it almost
Eagles.
it's the Eagles.
Walquest
Why are you
Eagles.
making that sign? That's not an eagle.
Oh wait, no, that's a silver.
He's doing a
wolf.
silent coyote.
These are the silver. I don't know what the Eagles
Okay.
was. But keep going.
But
Sorry.
no, it ironically it almost separate by race, almost.
Yeah.
But
Segregate?
there would be blending.
It was like
but it would
naturally
segregate by
segregated.
culture. Yeah, it'd be segregated by culture.
Yeah.
And so you could go and find the culture that was like, that mentality of walk west,
Yeah.
where it was like, bro, relax. But then you could find where I spend the majority of my time, where it was, if someone calls you out for a fight, you either fight or you're an outcast.
Oh wow.
And
I
the
would've
popular
been an
big
outcast.
kids, obviously, bro, they fight all the time, win every fight.
Wow.
It was just a matter of like, if someone calls you out to fight, you fight.
You have to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you probably had to fight a couple times.
Very rarely,
Very
thankfully.
rarely.
In Mount Ogden, because I was only at Mount Fort for maybe like 4 months, and then Mount Ogden had like somewhat of a similar culture, but way less.
Yeah.
Way less.
Yeah.
And so I was the kid that like when someone wanted to fight, I'd laugh it off.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
so
bro,
you
chill.
naturally became an outcast.
I became an outcast, and yeah, like I never fully morphed into either.
Yeah.
So I was like that classic Earl sweatshirt quote, right? Too
white for
black kids,
too black for the white.
too black for the white kids, but with
Yeah.
Mexicans.
Yeah.
Too Hispanic for the white kids, and too not Hispanic for the Hispanics. Like I didn't want to fight. I didn't
Too
want to
milk
live
for
that.
the beans and too bean for the milk. Why is that a bar? Why is that a bar?
Milk for the beans.
I'm too bean for the milk and too milk for the bean.
I've never heard it in the white terms, but that
Yeah.
perfectly. No,
Yeah.
that was very much what I ended up being,
Yeah.
and that's why like in middle school and high school I was an outcast, bro. Like I
Yeah.
just.
Because you just wouldn't fight
I
people.
either didn't want to become that dude who was like square up pussy, like I didn't want
Yeah.
to become that,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to become the like where are you serving your mission, Jacob? So like it was either of those two, and I was like I don't want to fit into either of those. So yeah, I just kind of blended into the crowd, and
After cross country, do you want to go open Jacob's listening call?
good God, the accuracy. Everyone did cross country.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone.
No, I think it's just nationwide.
Yeah.
Like,
I still
cross-country kids
still
are-
know the kids that did cross country. I think they're in college now doing cross country.
Bless Caleb's heart, dude.
Oh yeah, Caleb.
Shout out Caleb, man.
I haven't seen that man in years.
He was my homie, bro, but some of his... Caleb will not listen to this, and if he does, I've told him
Yeah,
this.
there's no chance in hell.
Some
he
of his
still listens.
homies, dude.
Just
Golly, bro.
they'd say
Some
golly.
cornballs. Golly.
Golly.
I'm saying, dude, no, they were some cornballs, dog. Like,
Yeah.
I remember I went. I feel bad, man, but like, I fuck with Caleb, man. But
Yeah.
like, I remember I went to a party with him once, and some of the cross country kids. They weren't all cross country kids, mind you.
Yeah.
Some were like in drama, but there was like a big majority were cross country kids.
Yeah, yeah. It's either you're athletic or you're not, but you fall within the same.
First of all, dude, they hated me.
Really?
They thought I was the biggest douche
Oh, I
in
see what
the
you're
world.
saying.
They
Okay.
hated me, bro.
Right.
Like,
In what years? Like in
this is like,
high school or middle school?
this was high school.
High school.
No, in junior high I was on mute. I
Yeah.
wasn't doing anything.
No, that's
But this
fair.
is high school. Dude, like, so I go there and they're doing this thing called, I don't know if I want to put this on the podcast. It's called kissing rugby.
Oh, you
And-
told me about this.
And keep in mind, this isn't, I didn't invent this game. This is what was happening and I was there.
yeah,
and
you
I
were a
didn't
victim. You were a victim.
And I didn't want to participate in it, but I had to because it was my turn. And
Yeah.
everyone else was, so like, I did. So what it is you have a guy or a girl, it was both, in the middle, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you have a guy or a girl that has to try to kiss them,
Yeesh.
and they have 2 minutes, and you have to force yourself onto them and kiss them.
That's good practice.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, a lot of dudes went on to be frat kids, so it was probably good
Oh
practice
no,
for
you're
them.
right.
But I'm saying, like, luckily, when I played it, I was the
The kisser?
defendant.
Yeah.
No, I was
well,
the defendant.
I would assuming. Oh, you were the defendant.
I was the person-
I'm assuming it would be by like the guy would have a girl kiss him. It would never be the guy.
It was both. It was a girl had to attack a guy, and the guy
Oh
would
no,
attack
but
a
I'm
girl.
saying it'd never be a guy attack a guy.
Oh, no.
No?
It's
Okay.
Plain City.
That's fair. I mean, same in Ogden, I'd assume.
Yeah, no, it's... No. I remember I was the
Two
defendant.
very different reasons, but
yeah,
the same
two
homophobia.
very different reasons.
Yeah, two very
Interesting.
different types of homophobia.
Yeah, like, humanity will just find a way to be homophobic. No matter the culture, no matter
It
the
really
reasoning.
will. It really will.
Yeah, no, but dude, yeah, I remember I was like genuinely scared. There was this girl that I was not attracted to. She was like 6'5",
Yeah.
and she's like,
6'5".
and she's like made this noise, and I was like, oh shit!
That's her mating
It's like
call,
I do
brother.
not want to kiss her, dude. So she was like, got ready, and like we like tussled, dude. We were like scrapping. She was like trying to like, and she's like grabbing my face, and
Wait,
I was like,
oh, you had to kiss him on the lips?
yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And then like, dude, I was just like, stop. I was
Yeah.
like scared, and then dude,
Bro, I was joking. You were literally a victim.
yeah, no, I'm a victim. Yeah, I mean, yeah, man.
Jesus.
It was bad, dude. And there was
How old? You said high school?
this was like junior year.
Junior year.
Junior year, we're like 16, 15.
That's old enough to know that's weird.
Yeah. No, it was weird, man. And then everyone there was just weird. Everyone there was very weird. They were like drinking punch and being like, I'm hyper now. Like,
Wow. Unironically.
yeah. We're like, dog, we are like teenagers. We're not 11 anymore.
No.
I was like, this is weird.
I mean, look, in high school I wasn't popping bottles and smoking
no, but bro,
doobies.
it was like some of us
But,
have
like-
college credits.
Yeah.
And we're getting hyper off of Kool-Aid.
That's wild.
Like, some of us have college credits, brother. And you're, I don't know, bro. It was weird because, like, we went again, I remember. And one time it was outdoor in some girl's house here in Plain City. Another time it was a house in Hooper, and we did it inside.
Were the parents not there?
Parents were just, like, in their rooms.
Let the kids be kids. Oh, they were.
But, like, they knew we were just, having good old Mormon
they
fun.
just trusted, that nothing was...
Dude, the thing is, like, they were never unhinged. Like, the most unhinged things was that rugby thing.
If I saw that rugby thing, regardless of my religion,
I'm kicking everybody out.
what the... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kicking
I'm
everybody
kicking
out.
everyone out.
No, but I remember one time I was the kisser, not the defendant.
Okay.
And okay, this isn't going to be like a
Did you like the
I'm
girl?
too good of a person, but I backed out.
You backed out?
I was like, I'm not doing this.
What a bitch, bro. You should get...
I was like, dude, I'm not going to like impose myself
No.
on this poor girl.
What if she
Like-
liked you? I guess. Well, regardless.
The thing is, like, I don't think so.
I'm trying to justify.
I found out like the end of senior year that some of them had crushes on me.
Yeah.
But at the time, dude, they hated me.
Right. Oh yeah.
And I mean, I was a douche.
I mean, maybe they just saw you as like the enemy in the sense of like you're not one of us.
No, I wasn't.
You're one of the guys that bullies us.
I was like the guy
to bully us 10 years later.
I was like the dude Caleb occasionally brought because I just wanted to hang out with Caleb.
Right.
But like I did not like any of those people.
No.
I mean, there's a handful. I like this dude named Robbie. He's a really quiet kid.
Yeah.
Really nice kid. And I can't really think of much more. I really can't. So that's it. And there was like 50 of them.
Oh wow.
And like they were a big group. I like Caleb, obviously.
Yeah.
I like this dude named Eric. He was alright, but he was very like condescending to me. But then as I got to know him, I found out that was just his like personality.
His personality's like that. I know some people like that.
Yeah. So I don't think he was condescending. I just think that's what I don't know.
He was just awkward and didn't know.
Most of them, I'm probably leaving out some. I like this dude named Sheldon.
Sheldon.
But he did not fuck with me.
Oh wow.
But I liked him because I made out with his little sister.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sheldon.
I mean, yeah, dude. And I think he found out. And our thing is, we used to be friends. We were like actually pretty good friends.
Oh really?
Oh my gosh, dude. And like, I'm not gonna name names, but he had a little sister that was like a grade or 2 grades younger than us. She's like a freshman and I was a junior. And yeah, I hooked up with her. And then I think Sheldon knew because like the week after I hooked up with her, he was like very weird to me.
Right.
He was like very distant.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no,
it's my own fault.
That sucks.
It's my own fault. Yeah, and it wasn't even like good.
You know,
Yeah, it sucked.
You know, I don't think I've ever been with a friend's sister.
Don't do it.
I don't think I ever have.
I'll never do it.
No one's. Gonzalo's not hearing this. Sorry, Gonzalo, if you are hearing this. But he knew, because I told him, I was like, bro, your sister's cute.
Yeah.
And she was like your age. Like, she's 2 years older than me or so.
Yeah.
And she had a boyfriend. And so it was like, and also I'm assuming she was just like, I'm not going to make out with a kid.
Wait, in my defense, I didn't know it was his sister until after.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
But keep going, sorry.
See, I didn't know that fact.
I had to.
No, that's important. Yeah. I thought you knew.
I didn't know.
Okay, no, fair enough. But yeah, no, I thought his sister, his sister was cute, and I think I let it be known, but we were like 14, and she was maybe 16.
Yeah.
But that's about, and then she got pregnant. Now she's, and if you're hearing this, Nancy, I mean, you're a fantastic, but you're still incredibly pretty. But, and now she's like flirty with me now.
Oh.
And she's single. And I'm like.
With kids?
With a kid, yeah, with
several kids.
Maybe one or two.
Oh, I don't know.
It's either one or two.
I mean.
And I'm like, you missed your shot. You should have gotten me when I was 14.
Imagine how much that would suck, dude. Imagine you're like a hot girl, but you just have like a kid.
I know so many.
So like,
no,
90% of men don't want you.
Yeah, I mean, having the kid, it's a very select group of guys.
Yeah.
There's been women that I've honestly, been into enough to where I'm like, I could consider being a stepdad.
Yeah.
But at our age, like, that's something you do in your 30s.
Yeah,
because it's hard to find
late 30s.
In my 30s, I would even now I've considered it, and I'm 25.
Wow.
Like it's never, like it's a giant deterrent, but I think it's just a matter of time.
I think it depends how old the kid is.
That's true too.
Because if it's like a baby and you can raise him to be like your kid, and you guys can have like a good nuclear family.
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. I'd almost rather them be older, and like them understand that you're
not their dad.
You're the stepdad.
Yeah.
And that, like, you're there.
Or you could just condition them at a young age. I'm not your dad.
Yeah.
I'm not your dad. When they're like 1.
No, I think.
Yeah.
Like it's a matter of like, I don't know. I'd rather them to think I'm their stepdad than them be like, this is basically my dad.
Yeah.
Because if something doesn't work out, that'd be way harder if the kid's young.
Nah,
if
you're
you
right.
and the mom don't work out.
It's just like a.
But it's rough.
Situation.
I mean, it is. Yeah. But I think it's like the women who are single with kids. I think it's just a matter of time. And if you're 23, you're not going to find a dude. I mean, if you will, get on you.
You might.
But you're not going to find a dude that's willing to commit to be.
I have a buddy, we were like 21, 22, and I ran into him at a Smith's. And I was like, yeah, dude, how's your life? He's like, yeah, dude, I have like a girlfriend. I'm living with her. She has 2 kids.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh. Is that not like a red flag for you? You don't be stepdad? He's like, why? I was like, you're a dad, and you like never had a kid.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, my life is literally the same. I just have like 2 kids with her.
No, that's fair.
That's what he said. He said it was like the same.
It's very respectable, and I think for me personally, it's never really been about the kid.
Yeah.
It's been about like this woman has made decisions in her past.
Yeah.
That like I wouldn't have approved of.
Yeah. It's like getting pregnant at 16.
Yeah, like having a child young to me is kind of like,
and also,
why?
Also, you have to deal with the co-parent.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Like,
that's true.
there's also a chance they might randomly hook up again.
Yeah, there's always. No, there is always going to be that weird. I mean, hell, I don't know. I'm not a stepdad.
Yeah.
But like, there's been times I've considered it, and it is very like weird.
Yeah. No, I personally, bro. Under no circumstance, I would
couldn't do it.
Nope.
I don't know, bro. If you found a girl that, well, I mean, you're dating someone.
I know, but say I'm 40. Say I'm 40 and single, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And a girl has a kid and he's like 18. Sure.
Easy.
Like sure.
What do you mean? What if she has? You're 40 and she doesn't. What if she has a? What if she has a younger kid?
Maybe still, but like 18, I wouldn't care. But if he was like 9 or something.
It's, you know what, you don't have to worry about it.
I don't know. I'm getting stressed.
Your current girlfriend doesn't have a kid.
I know, but like I'm thinking about that situation and I'm stressing myself out.
See, it doesn't stress me out that much. Like honestly,
dude.
I wouldn't like it'd be I think it's just a matter of like you find someone you actually like enough.
Yeah.
Because you can do the hypotheticals forever.
Yeah.
But until you're placed in the scenario or in the setting, you won't know.
Yeah.
But it is rough. I do feel bad for the single moms out there because I know what guys are.
Yeah, no, guys are douches, and guys are so dumb. They're just like, she has a kid. Her vagina's probably loose.
Yeah. Good God.
It's like it's not.
It's like nobody. It's like that's the most virgin statement I've ever heard.
Like that's the most incel thing you can say.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, she's got a kid. Her body's loose now. She's not young and tight. She's loosed. She's not young and tight anymore, dude. She has a kid, bro.
Yeah.
Should push out.
No, I mean I've been with women who have kids.
And
it's the same. It doesn't fucking affect anything.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like one Google search will show you that the vagina retracts.
And honestly, if that's the type of dude, you probably don't want to be with them anyways.
If you're a woman, you want to stay away from those guys.
away from those types of guys.
Yeah, that's crazy. Also, we ran out of notes like 15 minutes in.
Did we? Oh, really? Oh, wow.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it was like 45 minutes in. But bro, I want to tell this one story to like emphasize how much like those cross country kids hate me. Like the really Molly Mormon kids hate me, dude. Oh my gosh, it involves Nick.
Okay, Nick, if you're listening,
Nick, dude,
there's a high chance he's listening.
I told Nick this.
Oh, okay.
And Nick was like there.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't a secret. Nick was there.
Yeah.
Nick's.
I
remember, dude. Nick. Oh, maybe Nick wasn't there. Oh no, Nick wasn't there. It was just Caleb.
All right, you're saved.
So you know how Nick was friends with Darcy and Trina?
Yes.
So was Caleb.
Okay.
Caleb was like very good friends with Darcy and Trina.
All right.
And I remember Caleb was at Trina's house with Darcy, and he texted me. He's like, "Hey man, we're gonna go play tennis. You want to come play tennis with us?"
Okay.
And I was at my house playing 2K10.
Right.
I had nothing to do. I had a bike.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Yeah, man, I'll meet you there." So I biked over there, bro. And I don't know, dude. Genuinely, this is why I think I was like an oblivious idiot, because I was there, and we played tennis, we hung out, we bantered with Trina and Darcy. This is what I thought it had to do with Nick, because they're Nick's friends, but Nick wasn't there.
Right.
And we bantered, whatever. We played tennis, and I went home at like 9 p.m., 8 p.m. It was dark, and Caleb told me, he was like, "Hey, dude," he's like, "Darcy and Trina think you're like the biggest douche ever." And I was like,
I don't want to make it worse, but I heard that too. When I hang out with Nick and that group,
yeah,
like
why? What? I don't know what I did, dude.
Well, I don't want to.
I'm a nice dude.
I don't want to be a dick either, bro. But your outside perspective,
yeah,
you look like the biggest douche in high school.
Yeah,
like from the outside. I know you obviously as a person.
Yeah,
and I know you're not a douche.
See, I thought I was a nice kid,
but bro. The guys you hung around too.
The thing is, like, they're not even the first people to tell me that. Like, I've been told that several times.
Bro, I mean, you've told me you went out and, like, spray painted goats.
I mean, that was sophomore year.
I would have beat the shit out of you for that. Like, that's a douchey ass
I will
thing
say,
to do.
that's not a douchey thing, because I didn't do it. I was just there.
It's a process of, or no, what the fuck am I trying to say?
Dude, but
if
like,
you're there,
here's the thing, dude. Like
that's, but what I'm saying, like, that's the group you hung out with.
Yeah.
So if you surround yourself with gangbangers, you're gonna get jumped.
In Plain City, though, people don't care about that. No one cares about animal rights. I was a douche for other reasons. Like,
you just get with a lot of girls.
first of all, that thing I did, the goat was fine.
Oh no, you were a kid.
Yeah, I was 14.
It's fine.
But like, it was wrong.
Yeah.
Not alright. Not okay.
I've done horrible things too. Like,
but,
I've done like.
But
we all have things.
Anyways, dude, Caleb texted me. He's like, "Yeah, Trina and Darcy think you're like the biggest douche."
Yeah.
And I texted him. I was like, "Bro, why?"
Yeah.
I was like, "What did I do?" I swear, dude. Wallahi.
Okay.
On Wallahi.
On Wallahi.
I was so nice. Like, I went to go play tennis. I was not mean. I did not act cocky. I was nice. I involved Trina and Darcy. Like, I was super nice to them. And then Caleb told me, he's like, "Yeah, dude, they think you're a douche." I was like, "Dude, do you think I'm a douche?"
Yeah.
He's like, I remember he said something that was like so avoidant. He's like, "Ah, dude, he's like, you're like a good guy." I don't know. I forgot what he said. He said something very like avoidant.
Yeah.
He said like, he's like, "You have your moments, but you're like a good guy" or something.
Yeah.
I forgot what he said. I don't remember. I was a kid, but I was like, "Am I a douche?" And I think I had a couple more of like Nick's and Caleb's friends call me a douche, and I think that's when I like fully embraced being a douche. Because I'm like, dude, I'm not a douche on purpose.
You're right.
I was like, I'm not like trying.
Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, I was like, maybe that's just who I am. Maybe I'm just a douche.
Yeah.
So like, I think that's when I fully embraced it, because I was like, dude, I swear I'm trying to be a good person. Like, I don't know what it was about my persona.
I think it's like, it has less to do with you and more to do about them.
Yeah, I guess like who I'm hanging out with, I guess.
No.
But I mean, the guys I hang out with are good dudes.
I mean, by them, I mean like Trina and Darcy.
Yeah.
I think it has more to do with them kind of wanting to vilify? Villainize?
Antagonize?
Sure. Basically make you an enemy because you're popular, or like you aren't
but that's
a dorky
dumb, dude.
It is, but I think we all do it to an extent.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, and I think especially that group of people, like the dorky kids, they like villainizing people who aren't like them to make themselves feel better about their like.
They're like, at least I'm a good person. Like, at least I have morals.
Exactly.
Even though, meanwhile, me and Cole and Cutler didn't do drugs. We didn't do anything with girls. We were like, me and Cole and Cutler, dude. I can't emphasize enough. We were great kids, dude. Like, we were.
It's like when Justin Bieber was popular and all the guys hated him.
Yeah.
There was no reason. It's just you were like, fuck him.
I've always loved JB.
Okay.
I'll say it.
But that's what I mean. I think it's that. I think it has more to do with their mentality than what you. And like, to be fair, I think a little aspect of it was just like the group you were around. But as someone who wasn't going to your school, I can't say.
Yeah.
But like, I think you should hold that more to like, they just wanted to hate you. Like they didn't want to like you.
Yeah. I think I would just like never had a chance.
Because if you like, if they recognize that you were like them, then they have to think to themselves, why am I considered a dork and he's not?
Yeah. I guess that's fair. I guess like never really had a full chance. But it's interesting seeing the psychology behind it, because like I remember I like went into it like trying to be nice. And maybe they even felt that, bro. That might have been it too, honestly.
Because if you play the too nice card, then it's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, why is he trying to be so extra nice?
That's fair. But like, I think after that, dude.
But I think you caring about it at this age.
It bugged me. It still bugs me.
That you're fine, bro.
I'm 27, and it's still like bugs me.
People are gonna have their opinion of you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't like me, and I'm like, why?
No. I think as an adult, I don't care as much. But like as a kid, it bugged me so much then that like now it bugs me. It's weird.
Yeah,
like I think if that situation happened to me right now, I could give a rat's ass.
Yeah, no.
I'd be like, don't like me,
bro. Who cares?
I'd be like, don't like me. I don't care. But because I wanted them to like me.
That's low key.
This might shock them. I wanted them to like me.
I think it'd be really funny if you even said that to them today.
Oh, I should.
Like, bro, I tried so hard for you guys to like me.
They'd be like, what?
They'd be like, what?
You're like a douche.
It would like melt their brain that they were the douches and not you.
And I was a douche after that.
Yeah.
Because after that, every time I saw Trina Darcy, I would like be
you were like, you know what?
I would put okay. First of all, I would
Make
never
me the villain.
I would never disrespect them. I never once joked about them, like their like appearance. They're
Right.
never. But I was a cocky prick.
Right.
Up until I was
No,
like,
that's
all right,
fair.
if you're not gonna hate me, you're gonna hate me.
Yeah.
And I think
if you're gonna hate me, I'm gonna give you a reason.
yes, exactly. So I was like, all right, you want the douche, you're getting the douche. So ever since then, from like junior to senior year, I was a douche.
Yeah.
I was a douche.
No,
Screw
it's fair.
it. I don't care.
It's a learning experience.
I felt good to get that off my chest.
I'm happy.
It's
for
like
it.
repressed.
I'm happy. For
Yeah,
it.
dude.
This is a nice therapy session.
I almost want to like text Trina and
I
Darcy.
genuinely think you should.
Yeah.
Because I think it would surprise them so much
Yeah.
that like you were trying
Yeah.
and that they were the ones who rejected you being nice.
Yeah. But at the same time, I might have said some like douchey things without trying.
Yeah.
Without like on accident. I don't know. I want to not confront them. I want to like ask them like, what about me was douchey?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, can you point a specific thing that like you didn't like about me?
It is funny that you care this much
I
still.
know, dude.
But I feel
But it's
you,
also
bro.
just like a repressed memory and it's fun to talk about
sometimes
on a
it's,
podcast.
bro, I have
Yeah.
stuff from school that bugged the hell out of me, and it
it's okay.
shouldn't. Like, it's stupid stuff.
And it's interesting because it's stuff that wouldn't bug me now.
Yeah.
But it bugged me so much then that it traces into like...
yeah, no, it kept with you.
Like, what did somebody like do you wrong in like junior high or high school or something that you were like, that was messed up?
I don't know, bro. In school, I was like, I was that guy that like I liked every girl
Yeah.
because I was just dying for a girl to like me back.
Yeah.
And so there were some very awkward case studies of me like trying to flirt with women. They were girls. Flirt with girls, and it just coming off.
You can say they were
weird
girls. You were a little boy.
as hell.
Yeah.
Like me just being a creep.
Yeah.
And there were times I was a creep. I think a lot of 16-year-old boys can attest to being a creep.
Oh, dude, I've done some fuck shit. I've done some dumb things.
But I just ended up kind of repressing it and just kind of being like, I just won't talk to anyone anymore. But there were times I remember in middle school. I remember 9th grade where you're in middle school, but like you're high school.
Yeah, it's like a weird hybrid.
I was way more expressive. Like I try to be funny a lot. No one laughed at anything I'd ever say. And so I was just like,
maybe it just wasn't the right humor for that school.
Maybe, I don't know. I probably just wasn't that funny, and it probably just came off very like, look at me.
Yeah.
And I just went, all right, didn't work, and I just silent.
Damn.
I just went silent. And by the time I got to like junior year of high school, I was just kind of like, I don't really care anymore. Like what people perceive me as.
It bugged you in like 9th grade.
Yeah.
And then by like
what bugs me now is like I wish I could go back and be like, bro, just be yourself.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't
don't try it that hard.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what they think about you. But it held so heavy that I just was like, I'm just not even gonna try anymore.
Yeah.
And like I never like dated. I never had girlfriends. I never went to any dances.
Yeah,
I never did anything in high school.
That sucks.
And it's like, I missed out on a lot of experiences, but it was just because I was just kind of like done. I was just kind of like, well, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. I'm not going to see these people ever again. Yeah. And ironically, I never have really.
I mean, you might run into them at Walmart occasionally.
If I see someone I went to high school, I'm like, oh, what's up?
Yeah.
But it's like, I think that's everyone's experience.
No, that's everyone, dude.
But like, it's weird because at that age, it just means so much to you.
No, it's like the only thing that matters. It's the
world.
only thing that matters.
Yeah, it's the only thing that matters. And now it's like the least thing that matters.
Now I mean, yeah. There's some networking opportunities I've had as an adult.
Oh, okay.
Because of high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, it's weird. But, I agree. For 99% of the time, it doesn't matter.
No, yeah.
That's
yeah,
great.
you know, for this podcast, I'd say let's talk. Do you want to keep going?
Screw it.
Let's go a little bit more because I just really want to dive into like where we're at in life now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like I just want to come back to this and be like,
oh, that's what I was doing.
Yeah,
back then.
what was I doing? Like, what was my life like then?
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
You're doing more than me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're unemployed right now.
I'm doing more than you?
I'm saying like you have a girlfriend. You have.
I think you're doing more than me. I'm not doing dick right
Really?
now.
Well,
Yes.
like just like work wise.
I know, but
And even that's hardly.
So you're saying we're both losers?
I'm part time.
Dude, back then you were working for Google, and I was a student, and I had 2 jobs. I had 2 jobs and I was going to school.
I was making like triple what I'm making now.
Okay. You were working for Google, and I had 2 jobs, and I was in college, and now you're working part-time, which you're
and exhausted all day.
They're going to fire you in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, the grant's ending.
The
job is ending in 2 weeks.
And I'm unemployed.
Yeah, we peaked at 20.
We were so much better back then, dude.
It is fun, bro. We fell off hard.
I just barely thought about that, dude. That's crazy, man.
No, but I think
we're like obviously smarter and like we know how to approach life better.
I think we're better off now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm financially more stable now somehow.
Yeah, I'm way less. But I think mentally I'm far more stable.
Oh, that's good.
Like, I mean, you know me back then. Like back then I was eating out every 2 seconds. Yeah. As like it was my strange addiction.
You'd have depressive episodes.
Yeah.
As well,
definitely.
I remember.
Like heavy ones.
Yeah.
Where like I still have my days.
Yeah.
But back then
that's
it was like
just being human.
Yeah. But that was that time was something else.
Yeah. I mean, I look at it fondly because it was some good memories.
Yeah.
But it was also a time of such like stress.
It was I have the fond memories because it was such a time of like I never thought ahead.
Yeah.
It was always just like let's just have fun like what are we doing now?
See, what's crazy is that's all I thought about was thinking ahead back then.
Yeah.
Now I think I like try to enjoy life more day by day.
Yeah.
While still thinking ahead, but like I think I was like in constant panic mode.
Oh no, I see. I just understood the mind frame.
Yeah.
Because like especially, I think the like a big. Well, I could say a million as an atheist in Utah, but I think one of the big drawbacks of the Mormon culture is that aspect of like, when are you getting married? When are you having kids? Yeah. When are you settling down? When are you buying a house?
Drives dudes to suicide.
Like you're mentally you're supposed to settle down at like 24.
Dog, you're supposed to be like a 40-year-old in your mid-20s.
Yeah. And so and that pressure is like heavy.
Bro, I remember I was like 22. And I had a lot of friends who were already married. And I was like, dog, I'm a loser.
Yeah, right.
I was 22, bro. 4 years out of high school. And I was like,
Jesus,
why am I not married? And dude, unfortunately, I have lots of friends right now that are like 24, 25, like a little younger than me. Mostly women, but some guys that, dude, they're like depressed.
No, yeah.
They're like stressed out of their minds.
Yeah.
They're like, what am I supposed to do with my life? It's like, I'm not married yet? And it's like, I don't know how people live like that, dude. Luckily, like, I've, like, unscarred my brain to think like that, because it's one thing to not think like that, but another thing to, like, just completely erase that. It's hard to describe. It's like a scar. Mm-hmm. And, like, I think now, like, recently, in the past, like, year, I finally, like, taught my brain to, like, who cares, bro?
Yeah.
Like, I really do not care.
Yeah, that's such a...
Genuinely.
It like I don't like it's such a comparison.
Yeah.
Like there's such a big emphasis on comparing your life to other guys your age.
What's the
and I'm sure it's the same for women.
What's the quote? It was like there's no happiness in comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like everyone it's like I don't know, it's like a tree. It's like there's a general trunk of what your life is, where like you're getting older, you have a job, and then when do you have a kid, and then but it's like there's all these different branches. And it's like, bro, my branches are so different to yours.
Yeah.
Like there's no sense in trying to compare a tree to another tree. Like they're both trees.
It's just a very toxic thing to like think that every human is gonna have the same timeline.
Yeah.
For everything.
Yeah.
It's very toxic, and because humans are so different, it's gonna cause so much depression, anxiety.
Yeah.
Like.
And I think I personally like lucked out a little bit because like, well, not only did I not really have that type of culture growing up, like I never really thought I'm gonna get married and have kids young.
Yeah.
And, like, hell, I think as a young person I was more like I'm never gonna have kids.
Yeah.
And as I've gotten older, I'm like way more like,
open to kids
and like getting married and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think one aspect that helped me out a lot, ironically, was like you mentioned, I was working for like I was making really good money.
Yeah.
And like I was like really ahead of like what a 20-year-old or 21-year-old should be financially and work career-wise.
Yeah.
And I hated it.
Yeah, maybe you just hated your life.
I was just like, this is miserable.
Yeah.
Like, if this is what it's meant to be, I'd rather just not have it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah, dude.
I was able to kind of get to that place early in my life to where I realized I didn't even want to be there.
Yeah.
And so I was able to kind of backpedal and be like, let's take a step back and not worry about like I need to buy a home like in my 20s.
I think we had a similar experience because I feel like I definitely backpedaled because like
I think. Sorry, I don't want to.
No, you go.
I don't want to speak for you,
no,
but I know. I
it.
think one aspect that I can see with you is just like we've also had a lot of friends around us that we've been able to kind of like feel out their lives.
That's facts, dude.
And be like, they're doing what we thought we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And they're hating it.
They're miserable.
And it's like, oh, okay.
They'll remain anonymous, but I've gotten plenty of DMs from friends telling me like how like miserable it is that they like got married so young and like I don't know, man. And like it's not their fault because they were just doing what like the society in Utah was telling them to do. They were just like getting ahead, quote unquote, ahead of life, so they thought.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not their fault, dude.
Mature for your age.
You're a product of your environment, and if you're following the social standards of like your environment, and it doesn't make you happy, it's like maybe those social standards are toxic.
Yeah.
And maybe they're not okay.
Yeah.
And that's what made me realize. I was like, wait, if these people are following everything that the society is telling them to do, when I say society, I mean Utah, telling them to do, and they're miserable. It's like maybe that's like a shitty way to live your life.
Yeah, and it's like, look, it works great for some people.
Oh yeah, for some people. Like for example, freaking Nick, dude, he's great.
Oh yeah, Nick's a great example.
Great. Yeah.
Like that's not a life I'd want to live.
Yeah.
And so it didn't work out for me.
Yeah, but dude, he's great.
He has a great wife. I love Martha to death.
He's probably happier than both of us.
He has a gorgeous daughter, like a little pretty daughter, little baby. Yeah. Like he's living the life. Yeah. I'm sure he has his downs like everyone.
Oh, nobody has a perfect life.
But it's like
overall, I think
just
he's probably
shows
better.
the difference,
he's
right?
Doing better in life.
Like that's not a life I want to have right now.
Yeah.
And he has that life now, and he loves it.
He loves it. Yeah, it's different because for some people it works, but it's not like a one size fits all.
But it shouldn't
recipe.
be. Yeah, it shouldn't be that. And that's what society is trying to push. Is like this is what you should do or be.
No, it's tough, dude. It's like I think it was a big part of like my anxieties and like my mental health was mostly hurt because of that. Because of like the expectation of doing something that like wasn't me.
Yeah.
That wasn't like where my happiness lies. For a while I was like, why does that not make me happy? It's like, why does a wife and a kid in a house not make me happy? There's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, dude, I'm just not like. We're all different.
Yeah, no.
It's not that I'm not saying like I'm special and I'm different, but I'm like I'm one of those people that maybe that doesn't like make me happy.
Yeah, and there's plenty of people
like that. There's plenty of people like that,
and it's just like what saddens though is like the people that are like that sometimes don't recognize it.
Yeah.
Or they're not able to like see that that's what they, that's where their happiness is, and they continue on that social norm side of things, and it's like it's just a fucking, bomb gonna explode one day.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
But right now, I mean, in life, what you're living, bro.
We're chill. Okay, you say where you're at, and you say where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, I've made like a big. I mean, my mind is currently just on career mode, right? Like I'm more open to dating and stuff like that. That's never really been a big aspect of my life of like finding a partner. But I'm far more open to it than I have been in my.
I've noticed that, dude, because I remember you used to be like, dude, I do not want to date. I do not want a girlfriend. That sucks. And then recently you've like wanted one. Like you like.
I'm like open to going on a date. Like, I would have never asked a girl out on a date.
Oh hell no! Yeah.
And now I'm like, I never want to ask a girl to hook up.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's just no longer. I don't find that enjoyable anymore.
No, for sure.
And it's just kind of like I'm ready for something a little more serious. So I'm kind of in that weird transition period where like I've never had a girlfriend, and it's like I don't even know where to start.
Yeah. And
a lot of these women have had plenty of boyfriends.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like,
dude, it's not that different than like your junior high flings, your high school flings you've had.
No, that's the shit. I've never had that, bro.
Yeah, you have. You've had like little
flings, but like never like.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, it's not that different. There's differences, but like the way you communicate, the way you have like that constant like texting and like meeting up, it's like the same. Dude.
Yeah.
It's not that different.
Well, yeah, that's where I'm at. Is like where I'm starting to kind of sprout in that direction of like dating.
Yeah.
And being more open to a partner, because I think my career-wise, I'm a little more comfortable in the sense of like, I kind of know more what I want.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm less money-driven.
Mm-hmm.
And back then it was just all about money.
How can you make the most amount of money?
Yeah, how can I make the most amount of money? It didn't matter if I
That's
hated
dope, dude.
my job.
You tried that and it wasn't for you?
Yeah. And
now,
I was lucky enough to not have like thrown myself into a marriage and kids to where I need to sustain that money.
That's where people get
because if I would have had a kid at that era in my life,
you would have still been a Market Star.
I wouldn't have had a choice.
Yeah, you would have had to stay at Market Star.
Yeah. Like I would have done something I hated because I needed to.
Your whole life.
And it's like
until you die.
Yeah. And I mean like you can work out of it, but it would have been 10 times harder.
Yeah, dude.
And so now I'm lucky, like I'm single, I'm like I don't have kids or anything.
Figure out what you actually want to do.
Yeah, I can kind of take those paths, and like right now I'm lucky I took a job working at a nonprofit because I've always wanted to work in a nonprofit. And
that avenue.
So that it's been a great experience so far. Lord knows what lies ahead, but like it's been a very transitional period in my life.
That's dope.
Yeah.
How's the German chick? Are you gonna get a number?
I was just a very cute girl at the college I go and table out.
What if she ends up being your future wife, and then you look back at this?
And she listens to this?
That'd be crazy.
That'd be kind of crazy. I mean, I saw her today. She just walked by.
Or this could be court. This could be like evidence. This could be evidence for a restraining order. One or the other. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, she's pretty. I might ask for her number.
Yeah, just casual. Keep it cash.
But the German shit. Yeah, who knows?
Keep it cash.
There's just a girl I find pretty, and she seems cool.
Just keep it cash, bro.
But that is just the era I'm at right now. It's just a very transitional period where I'm like more open to dating. Like I'm ready to kind of try having a girlfriend, and that's a scary thing to say because it's like very rarely does your first girlfriend turn into your wife, and so it's kind of like I feel weird getting a girlfriend. Because the first thing that comes into my mind is like, this isn't going to work out. Yeah,
but I mean, Sabrina and Ezra.
You're naming guys and people in their 20s. I wouldn't call that working out.
But I'm saying their first relationship is like their future spouse.
Ezra, I love you to death, but they've been together a year.
But Sabrina and Caden, like her first boyfriend, like they're going to get married.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But I feel you, bro.
Yeah, very transitional period in my life right now.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think I'm going through a very transitional period as well, but not like career-wise, not dating-wise. I think dating and career-wise, I'm kind of on the same boat.
Yeah.
I still have no idea what I'm doing. Like, dating-wise, I do because I have a girlfriend. I'm saying career-wise.
Emily's listening.
No. I'm talking about career-wise.
Yeah.
I have still no idea. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, career-wise, no idea.
Yeah.
I'm, like, exactly where I was, like, 5 years ago. But I have a bigger bank account. So I guess that's something.
And no pressure to like go work at a factory to make
like I could pay
money.
Thank the Lord, I have enough money to pay my bills for a very long time.
Yeah.
I'm not rich, nowhere near rich, but
here.
Like
I didn't know what a savings account was.
I'm more like stable financially now than I was back then. But like relationship wise, it's like saying I have a girlfriend now, Emily.
Yeah.
But dude, when I talk about transitional periods, I'm talking about more like my beliefs and like what I think is okay.
Oh, yeah.
My morals, like what I think is okay and not okay.
Yeah, I think we're getting a little long here. I don't give a shit.
Dude, this Joe Rogan episodes that go for 4 hours.
Yeah, no one's listening anymore.
We'll cut it at like, we'll cut it at like around 2 hours ish.
Yeah,
we'll cut it because once we get over 2 hours, that's danger zone. Because 2 hours of us talking is rough, even for me.
What was I gonna say though? Oh, I was gonna say I think like. Particularly with our old podcast, there's been a big shift in, if I can say, like from what I've seen from you.
Dude, I'm a different person.
Like when I speak of transition, it's like I want a girlfriend now and I want a job. When you transition for you, it's like you've changed a lot of the way you see things.
Yeah, life.
Yeah. Like a lot of aspects when it comes to like drinking goddamn coffee, saying goddamn.
That's such a small one.
But it's that like you're more of it's more of been an internal transition.
And dude, it has nothing to do with like my belief in God because like I don't think I'll ever stop believing in God. But I just think what my idea of what God wants for us is different, way different. Like I think it's just changed, like my perspective of who I think God is. That's
Yeah.
it. And because my ideology of like who God is has changed, I think the way I live my life has changed.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, I notice it.
it's just like,
And not just like bad stuff. I mean, just like
Yeah.
generally.
yeah. I don't know, dude.
Like if I don't want to out you in this podcast,
Yeah.
but like you're obviously more okay with drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
And it's like, sure, you could pinpoint that as a negative, but that's also made you a more accepting person.
I think so.
Like, it's made you more okay with people who are like that,
Yeah.
and getting to understand.
Which is the majority of the world.
Yeah, which is the majority of the world.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But, like, it's also just made you more accepting of different people.
I would say...
And their actions, and the way they live their life.
I would say a majority of the world is an understatement. I would say an overwhelming majority of the world.
Over 99%.
Yes. Like... Unless you're like in a cult, or like unless you have a special health condition,
Yeah.
you're doing drugs and alcohol. Like,
Yeah.
Like you are.
And it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've seen that. Like, where it's
Yeah.
like, I think you would have judged me way more back then for some
Yeah.
of the things I've done.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's more just kind of like you.
See, like for me, it wasn't like a judging thing. It was like a curiosity thing.
Yeah.
It was like a... I don't want to say like a zoo animal, but it was kind of like a zoo animal. It was kind of like, dang, he's high, dude. He's on marijuana. It was like, that's so crazy. And then, like, when I've had my experiences with marijuana, and it's like, it's not that crazy.
No.
You're just like, you just are hungry.
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't know, man. But, like, no, I think a lot of things that, like, because a lot of things that I thought were okay and weren't okay were told to me. Like,
Right.
I was told to think that's okay. I was told to think that's not okay.
Uh-huh.
And I think somewhere between a couple years ago, I realized, like, what do, like, I think is okay and what do I think is not okay?
Right.
And I 24 years of life, because I was like 24 when I kind of started,
Uh-huh.
and I've never asked myself that, bro.
Yeah.
24 years old,
Jesus.
and I've never once asked myself, like, do I think this is okay? Like, do I think this is not okay?
Right.
Because I was just being like, no, I'm supposed to not think this is okay.
Right,
I'm supposed to
right.
think this is okay. And it's like, it's so liberating to, like, think for yourself and, like,
Yeah.
have your own opinions on things,
Uh-huh.
and not being told what my opinion of it should be, and when it's not, feeling guilty that it's not that thing. Does that make
Right.
sense? Like,
Yeah.
feeling guilty that, why do I think this is okay? I shouldn't, because it's not, but I
Right.
think it is.
Yeah.
And, like, that internal, like, fight with yourself, bro, gets so exhausting and fatiguing,
Uh-huh.
and it's liberating to finally be like, all right, dude, I'm gonna make my own moral
Yeah,
decisions.
where you could back it up wholeheartedly.
Yeah, dude.
Where your opinion isn't just like, it's not okay because of this, and it's
Well-
not okay because I think it's not okay.
What's crazy is I could always back it up, because I would always have, like, scriptures. I would always have, like,
No. Yeah,
for example,
yeah.
a talk.
But I'm saying, like, instead
Yeah.
of that, now you have your personal
Yeah.
emotions behind it,
Yeah.
and your personal
And it is easier to back.
experiences
It is
behind
easier to back up, because I'm like, well, I have this experience and this,
Yeah.
and I know this person that this is, and I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel you. I think that's the biggest transitional period for me. Is like, it has nothing to do with, like, the church. Like, I still, like, love the church because it's given me so many, like, memories
Uh-huh.
and friends, and a lot of things I have in my life now and people I have in my life now are because of the church. So
Yeah.
I'll never,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
bash the church, but I will say it. There's things about it that are very toxic to society
Uh-huh.
that I have now come to learn. But it has nothing to do with God. Like, I don't think I'll ever turn away from, like,
Yeah.
God.
It's never been
It's never
God.
my-
That's the one that's kind of wrong. It's
Yeah.
more the interpretation.
It wasn't
of,
like I'm angry with God, so I'm gonna stop doing this.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I feel closer to God. Oh wait, God wouldn't think this is okay.
Yeah.
Or God would not think this is not okay.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, dude. It's weird. This is like the best way I can describe it. It might make zero sense. But
You know
like,
what's funny?
Yeah.
You know what? No, go ahead. I don't want you to lose
No,
that
you
point.
go ahead.
I was gonna say this is like me in the zoo.
Yeah, dude. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. No, but like, let's see if this makes sense to a person that's like obviously like doesn't believe in God. When I was on my mission, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I was really close to God.
Right.
Like, I feel like I got really, really close to Him, like, in a way that, like, I never have. Like, almost a personal relationship. This might sound weird, but I feel like it was almost like a person-to-person relationship. And when I got home, a lot of the things within the church didn't coincide with the characteristics of the God I got to know.
Right.
If that makes any
No,
sense.
that makes a ton of sense.
It's like if you went on a trip with me to like Lake Powell.
Yeah.
And you got to know me in the week. We had like pillow talks every night. You maybe gave me a hand job.
Sorry.
Maybe you gave me a little.
Right.
No, but anyways, and I get home, and then some people tell you like, oh yeah, Petey's this way.
Yeah.
And he thinks
yeah.
this way, and you're like, no, the hell he doesn't. Like,
Right.
I literally know him. He's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it was kind of like that. People, like things within church, I was like, dude, God's not like that. Like,
Yeah.
God won't deprive anybody of like happiness because they drink coffee. God is not gonna like judge you because of like your morals are different than like what the majority of people think
Uh-huh.
in your area. It's hard to describe, like, because of the prophets say something and you don't think that's okay. I don't think God's going to hold you accountable because he wants you to think freely. Another thing is like, God, I believe, like, as an atheist, I'm going to put this in like a way that an atheist can like really relate. If there is a God and he's all-knowing and all-omnipotent, there's no way he doesn't want you to think for yourself.
Right.
There's no way that an omnipotent, all-knowing, loving God is like, nah, dude, you gotta follow the status quo. There's no way, bro.
No, I mean, I fully agree.
God is...
And it's almost like I get a win-win.
It's intellect... Yeah. It's an intellect. He's an intellect. He's like the smartest being in the world. He wants you to be like, figure this out for yourself. Have your own thoughts. Have your own experiences.
Right.
Please, like, by all means.
Yeah.
And also, bro, another thing I realized is, like, if God is the most moral person in the world,
Uh-huh.
why would he want us to worship him?
Yeah. That,
If you were a God,
I
right?
can't answer that because I don't believe...
No, I'm gonna ask you hypothetical, dude. I'm gonna ask you hypothetical.
Okay.
If you were a God,
Sure.
would you want...
Which one?
let's say...
There's a couple thousand.
Buddha.
Okay.
Wait, what's a God that creates? Allah?
I mean, I'm assuming all of them.
All of them. I don't think Buddha created anything. Allah. Let's say you're Allah. I don't
Okay.
know. It doesn't matter.
All right.
You're a God. And you have creations. You have like a planet. You have
Sure.
creations.
Sure.
Would you want them to worship you?
No.
Worship you. Not
No.
love you.
Not me personally.
Yeah.
I don't even like people looking at me.
Yeah.
let alone...
I guess,
person.
let me phrase it differently. Would you think it would be prideful for you to want them to worship you?
I think a better example might have just been like, if I have kids, do I want them to sacrifice their life for their love for me?
See, I don't think
Like,
that's
would
even
my
love.
mom?
I don't
Would
think
my
that's
mom
love.
want me to just
Yeah.
like focus on hanging out with her forever, only spending time with her?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure she, like, there's an aspect of her that would.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she wants me to live my life. Like, she wants me to form my own thoughts. She wants me to experience my own experiences. Like,
Yeah, but like that's bordering on a toxic obsession. I don't think it's love. Like if you like don't ever get a wife, you don't even get a job, you don't go outside, and you only stay with your mom the whole time, you basically worship her, that's not love. I think that's like a toxic obsession. That's like
okay.
that's the same thing with worship.
I see what you're saying.
I'm saying like
It loops back around.
yeah. I'm saying like worship, if God is the most moral person ever, there's pride in worship, right? There's
Sure.
pride in wanting people to worship you. I don't think God, being the most moral being, wants us to worship him.
Yeah.
So that would eradicate basically religion.
No, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
basically.
I understand the perspective for sure.
Yeah. That's basically where I'm at with it.
Yeah. What do you think changed? Like, what caused it at
Weed.
24? Weed.
Dude,
Really?
I had this thought on when I was high.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay, let me preface
That's why he wants you to not do it.
No, let me preface this. Before the Mormons get mad,
Yeah, I don't...
I was having these thoughts before I've ever tried weed.
Right.
But I think, way before I ever tried weed. In fact, I've had these thoughts since I was like 24, 23. But, before, because I think the first time I tried weed, I was 25. Right?
I wasn't with you. Don't
20
put it on me.
No, it was 25. It was in California. But, I think when I was, participating in some cannabis, I just had like these introspective thoughts of like, sorry, that was just an acid reflux attack. But I was having these introspective thoughts of like, who does God? Not introspective, I guess outrospective.
I don't.
Of like, who is God? Like, who is he?
Right.
What are his like qualities like?
Yeah.
And that's really, it's not that deep. That's like when I started thinking for myself. Because I'm like, if I'm like doing something for a being that doesn't exist, and I'm not saying that God doesn't exist, but like that version of God doesn't exist.
No, for sure. You
It's
could
like,
say it about another,
it's like
imagine another religion's religion's God. Right?
It's like if you have a pen pal in Africa and you've been pen paling the wrong person the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like that would be like a real bummer. I was like, why don't I just get to know God on my own terms?
Yeah.
Like on my own experience.
I respect that.
And having my own, like, asking him. It's like, hey God, is this okay or not okay?
Nah, little bro.
And having my own, like, revelations, I guess. I don't know. That's what kind of started it, I guess.
No, that makes sense.
Weed is a bad answer. I'd say that jokingly.
No, yeah, because I think that demonizes it a little bit.
Yeah. I was like half joking.
No, for sure. And I think that helps you kind of expand on it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe one day I can go into maybe why I believe the way I believe things.
Yeah, you can go right now. Okay. I mean, I would like to watch the Pacers-Knicks game in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes. It's in 30 minutes.
Honestly, I'm debating like cutting the first half of this podcast.
No,
out.
we should keep it.
You think?
I love the
It got
first
so
half.
much better.
No, it did. That's why we need to make it long format.
No, you're right. You're right.
It got way better.
Honestly, I don't dislike the idea of talking and then pressing record midway.
Yeah.
Because I think it leaves out a lot of the buffer bullshit.
I agree, but I like that 11 go thing.
Okay,
go
you know
11.
what? We can
I
do that.
loved that.
All
That was fun.
I can go into it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Go into it. Why do you believe what you believe? I just went on a 15-minute tangent why I
know,
believe
but
what
I think
believe.
yours is more relevant to our audience than mine.
It doesn't matter. This is literally like for us.
I mean, I'm in Utah. I don't
Who knows?
know.
In 15 years from now, you might be like a Scientologist.
No, it could be if I'm rich enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean, I think I've never really had. I mean, the thing for me is I've obviously always had the influence of the LDS Church, right?
Yeah.
Like since my upbringing.
Inevitably.
Living in Utah, a lot of my family's been LDS growing up. Like I've always had the influence of the LDS Church. I've always had like my parents are a little bit more of the Catholic type. Mm-hmm. But generally speaking, I never really grew up that religious.
Yeah.
Right? Like I've never really been exposed to it in the sense of like this is what's right, this is what's wrong at an early age.
Yeah.
It was a lot more of just kind of like it doesn't matter, or you figure it out on yourself. But
Yeah.
I was able to kind of have that upbringing early on,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was always what I was taught. Like my parents always believed in God. They had me pray and
still do.
stuff like that, and still do.
Yeah.
But it's always been of a mindset of like you work it out by yourself.
Yeah.
And that just led to a lot of like tribulations.
Yeah.
Goddamn,
That's
look
the
at me.
right word.
Particularly like in my teenage years, right?
Yeah.
Where I was trying to figure out like why the fuck I think all teenagers go through that, right? Of like, why am I here?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't have a philosophical thought
No?
in my life as a teenager, dude.
Oh, wow.
I was brain dead. That's why when you say that, dude, I like cannot relate. I'm like,
No?
dude, I was like, where is the party?
Where's the Kool-Aid to get hyper?
How do I get the most attention on me? How do I go viral on Twitter? Dude, I was not thinking like this. These are thoughts I had in my 20s.
No, that's fair.
But yeah, keep going.
I guess I had them early on.
No, but I think I was just the outlier. I think I was stupid.
Everyone has their own, experiences. But
Yeah.
but no, it was very just relying on, as a lot of teenagers go through that like depression period of like,
Oh yeah.
like why am I here?
Yeah.
Am I worth anything?
Yeah.
And like a lot of it came down to just like suicidal thoughts more
Yeah.
than anything, and it came down to like the fear of dying,
Yeah.
because it's like what the fuck happened.
Yeah, dude.
And I think obviously everyone feels that way, and I
Yeah.
think no matter I'm atheist and I still feel that way, because
Yeah.
it's like as much as I'm atheist, I can't. It's never going to be for sure.
Yeah.
I can never sit here and be like, I know goddamn well that nothing happens.
Dude, we don't know.
It's just
bro.
like, bro, we're just animals.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like we just guess. And like most of the time, we just kind of fall into what makes us more comfortable with with dying. Like whatever we're more happy, like whatever answer we're satisfied with, we're going to stick to.
Yeah.
Because like that's the only way we can exist without being constantly anxious as shit about dying.
No, for sure.
And I dove into like philosophy a little bit. Like, I started reading a lot about Socrates and a lot about Plato.
Writing some notes down.
And all that stuff. And so it just kind of came down to, like, I had a lot of contingency. Is that another big word I'm using, right?
Dude, I don't even know what that means.
All right, well,
I just said outrospective.
Oh, I don't know.
So I think we're tied right now because
we're tied with big words.
You said tribulations, so we're tied.
Well, now I'm saying contingencies.
So now it's 2-1.
2-1. But I had a lot of. I was really angry, to be completely honest with you. Like, I really hated the church. I really hated religious people. I just found it so, like,
honestly valid.
How can you be so satisfied with that answer?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck do you know?
You're like, how is that fulfilling?
Yeah. Like, how can you sit at night being like, yep, this is it?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
And so it, like, made me so angry.
How can you be so sure? And the answer is groupthink. A human phenomena where, like, a narrative gets pushed out into human society and then it becomes a fact, even though it isn't.
Yeah.
That's what groupthink is. Or confirmation bias. It's
I mean, I'm not even, like, attacking a religion.
No, but bro,
I'm talking about any type of
groupthink and confirmation bias has caused mass suicides.
Yeah.
So imagine how convicted you have to be that something is the truth.
Yeah.
You kill yourself.
No, you're right.
So it's like that's why people are so fulfilled with that.
Yeah, and it just never felt right. I honestly just never felt that there was an afterlife. I truly didn't.
Yeah.
And it again, it just maybe again, it's like I mentioned, same people with religion. I mean, it goes the same with atheists.
And I will say,
it's just a matter
not to cut you off, but you've told me you've like asked God.
I've
prayed. You've like, are you real?
I've gone to church.
Yeah.
I've
so it's not like you're just ignorantly thinking this.
No.
You're like you've tried.
I have tried my hardest.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm sure you can reroute this into an argument about, like, God's not going to do it that easy. But it's just kind of like, it never felt right. Like, it never felt like there was something outside listening. And, like, it just turned into a matter of, like, I was spending so much mental angst on this.
Yeah.
So much. I mean, when I was 14, 15... I was, like, going through it.
Yeah.
Thinking about God, thinking about what happens after you die. Like, my mom can attest, I pissed her the fuck off. Yeah. With the amount of questions, with the amount of, like, bullshit I would tell her. Like, it just wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
And I found that to be, like, I still think that's crucial. Like, I think every human being should examine their beliefs, like you just mentioned, and do it for themselves. Like, you can be... I don't care what religion you are, as long as, like, you can wholeheartedly tell me that you think that way because of the things you've experienced and the things you've gone through.
Which, there's a lot of members in the church that have converted because they've thought for themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's, like, more power to you.
No, for sure. And I also just kind of saw how religion is used so easily towards negative things.
Yeah.
And, I mean...
indisputable.
You can look at Palestine right now. You can, like, there's so many examples.
I mean, Christianity.
Yeah, Christianity
like,
as a whole.
The Crusades.
There's so many examples
and
of religion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Being the catalyst
Yeah.
for horrible shit.
Yeah.
And as someone who like never felt that there was something, I was always mad at like, how could you be so like? How could you think you're right so strongly?
And go ahead.
And it just kind of fell into a category where I was spending so much time and so much angst that I just decided like, bro, no one knows, and no one will ever know.
Yeah.
Until you die.
To kind of play like, I'm not saying I believe this, but to kind of stimulate devil's advocate a little bit.
Yeah.
People are inherently going to do shitty things in this world.
Yeah.
And they're going to use religion as an excuse to justify their shitty things.
Yeah.
And I think often we blame religion for things that are inevitably in human nature. And they're like, yeah, I said this because God told me to. He's like, I killed this person because God told me to. And it's like, oh, religion is evil. But it's like, nah, dude, humans are going to be shitty and they're going to always come up with a justification.
Definitely.
It's going to be religion. But that's not to say that because of religion, there has been mass tragedies. Because there has.
Yeah. I mean, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
But I think if you stripped away the religion...
It's case by case, though.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead.
And it varies a million things. And I think, obviously, it varies on culture, it varies on geography. Mm-hmm. But I just always thought to myself, if we stripped away the religious aspect, what would we be left with?
Humans would still do shitty things.
Definitely.
Yeah. It would just have no justification.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't have any justification, and it would have far more scrutiny.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
And
I never thought about that.
Yeah, and it just came down to, like, at the end of the day, what really kind of made me just go, like I can say I'm heart set on being atheist, mm-hmm. because, like, I don't think anyone can truly ever, to me personally, prove. Because, like, even if I was sat here and God came down and talked to me, realistically speaking, I can't prove that. And in my head, I mean, I could just say I'm hallucinating. Like, there's never going to be a solid, like, who knows, but there's never going to be a solid instance where I am certain of an answer. Does that make sense?
I just don't think you've ever watched 2012 Messi play, or else you'd believe in a god. Because that man was God.
That man is a god. So I am wrong for
but that's honestly a really valid way to think. And I never thought about the scrutiny thing, because, like, humans are inevitably, with or without religion, are gonna do awful things.
Yeah.
But because there's, like, I did it in the name of Allah, or, like,
I
did it in the name of Jesus, like, there's, like, oh, like, he was doing it because of his religion.
Yeah.
But if there wasn't religion, there would be a lot more, like, oh, he's just shitty.
Yeah, he's just shitty.
Yeah, like, yeah, no.
Get him out.
Yeah, no.
And it wouldn't be like, no, but I agree with him.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you wouldn't agree with him, he's just shitty.
Yeah, no, that's a good way, that's an interesting point that I've never really thought about.
And, at the end of the day, I just went, like, I would say I'm a little more agnostic than atheist, but the only reason I call myself atheist is because agnostic is no, it's just agnostic is, like, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. It's like, in my idea, the possibility of a God existing when you die is, like, 0.0000001.
Yeah.
Like, there's no... Like, there's so many different possibilities that could happen, that could be the truth. Like, God could be a unicorn that shat us out. Yeah. That, to me, is just as probable.
Or a scientist that created a simulation.
Yeah, that, to me, hell, that's even more probable in my head than a God existing.
I think that's, like,
And so... It just kind of came down to, like, I'm wasting so much of my fucking time and energy on some stupid shit that I'm never gonna get an answer to.
Dog.
And I just kind of, like, scientifically speaking, I fucking, like, science to me, I mean, science isn't a thing. It's more of a type of thinking, right? It's like a process of elimination, a process of possibility. But to me, science has always been what's the catalyst of moving humans forward. With advancements, even religion has done that, right?
Yeah.
Religion has been the catalyst for so many scientific discoveries.
Industrial Revolution was because of Christianity.
So,
if you could root it down,
I mean, looking at stars, looking at the sun, how the universe works, all that's based off religion.
Yeah.
And so, but it's also based off of the scientific thought process of, like,
you could say religion invented science.
Sure.
Like, not invented, but you could say it was a byproduct of science.
Yeah.
Of religion,
But it's advanced to the point where it's like, now a lot of people are wanting to kind of take a step back from that mentality, because it's not only has it been delved into so much that the common person can't truly understand the fucking shit Albert Einstein was writing down.
Yeah.
And so it's just easier to just not even bother.
Yeah.
And sticking with the easier answer.
Yeah.
And to me, science is just a matter of, like, until you prove something, I'm not going to sit there and be like, yep, that's it.
Yeah.
And science, to me, it's never been proven that there's an afterlife. It's never been proven that there's a God. It's never, like, these things have never been proven.
Yeah.
So there's no justification to me personally to justify.
Yeah. And because, I will say, because it hasn't been proven doesn't mean they're not real.
Exactly.
But it does, because they're not proven, it doesn't justify a lot of things that have, like, in a lot of mass tragedies.
But I think you could say that about anything.
Yeah.
You could say I think the universe was created by a mosquito sneezing.
Like, I don't know,
and that holds just as much
validity. You could go deeper, and you could argue you can't prove the sun is real.
Well, you can.
You can't. What if that's not the sun?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, like, what if everything in your environment isn't real?
Oh, like simulation?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, the sun. I'm not even saying the sun. Clouds, like grass. Like, what if all of it isn't real?
Sure.
And the older I get, dude, the more I think that
that's something where it's like you kind of get to the point where it's kind of like okay,
yeah.
but like that's not gonna lead.
But I'm
us
saying
anywhere.
like you can't. I'm saying like with they're not having proof of something, you can't really prove anything, really.
Well, you can.
You can on a certain you
through
can
scientific thought.
you can prove something on surface level. Like you can prove that the sun is real because you could literally travel to it.
Yeah. Well, the methods in which we have proven that the sun exists are the same methods in which we have proven and come to every conclusion we currently have.
No, I agree. There's got to be a word to like prove something is real.
The scientific method.
Yes. No. You know, it's gonna be very hard to articulate this. Like, you know, how you can only prove you're real.
Sure. Yeah.
There's got to be a word.
Think, therefore, I am.
Yeah, Billie Eilish said that.
Okay.
Nah, it was Socrates.
Kant. I think it was
Kant. I thought it was Socrates. I'm tripping. But so like, okay, this is gonna be very hard to articulate, but I swear it makes sense if you really boil it down. I can prove that like water exists. I can prove grass exists, right? Mm-hmm. Not even through scientific method. I could prove it through scientific method, but you can prove these things. You can prove it's real. You can prove it's perceived as real. Because like, if I prove to you that the sun is real, right? I did. We say we travel there. Look, the sun, touch it. It's hot.
Okay.
But like, I'm trying to do it in a cartoon way, so it's like easier to like explain. I might not be real. Like the method I'm showing you isn't real because I'm not real.
Yeah.
So I think there should be. This might be overcomplicating things, but there should be a word to like describe what you can prove as perceived as real, and something you can prove that is 100% real. Because
I don't see the difference in those.
Like I might not be articulating it very well because like through scientific method you can prove something is real as perceived. Sure. Because technically you can't prove anything is real.
Sure.
Right? So there's got to be a word separating what is like factually real, like your brain, like your thoughts, as that's real, rather than something that's like perceived as real because we can prove it's real.
Well, your thoughts are real because you think them. Like there's no distinction there. Thoughts are real because you think them.
Damn.
I mean, like, I just don't understand what you're trying to separate here.
Okay, I don't want to ramble on.
Because to me, it's the same.
I don't want to ramble on. I just don't think I can articulate this thought very well. Like, I just don't think I can articulate very well.
Because, like, are my thoughts real to you?
So, I can prove... There's zero cannabis in the room, by the way.
No, zero.
Yeah, zero. So, I can prove that my inner thought... I'm real, right?
Sure.
Because I'm me.
Yeah.
I can't prove you're real. Like, I can't prove anything out. I can't prove anything in my environment's real.
Okay.
But yet my environment is proving things that in the environment is real. So how does that make sense?
You tell me. How does that make sense?
Let me articulate one more time. Like, I can't prove... I have to close my eyes because
that was a hell of a question at the end there.
I can't prove... Okay, wait. I can't prove anything outside of me is real.
Okay.
Yet everything outside of me is constantly proving itself.
Oh, sure.
That it's real.
I think I'm starting to get what you mean.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Well, I think...
I finally articulated it in a way that makes sense.
I think that distinction can be made. I just think it's a useless thought.
I agree. I think it's useless.
Like, if that's the case, then
but
nothing's real.
A lot of terms and definitions in the English language are useless.
I mean, I guess, but it's just
such
like,
detailed...
There's no further advance of thought of that.
This
is actually a great example of, like, this is one of the regions... This is one of the reasons I really disliked a lot of, like, religious... In current times, again, olden times, way different.
Yeah.
In current times, what I really disliked about, like, religious thought was it would be, like, there would be an end.
Yeah.
Like, there would be, this is it.
Yes.
And it's like, no, there's no such thing as this is it.
Yeah.
Like, ever. Because of that philosophy. Because, like, I can't prove that, like, outside of me that this exists. Like, for sure. Like, the only thing I can base it off of is, like, what we've kind of collaborated as monkeys, which is the scientific process of, scientific method. That's it. Because, like, there's no such thing as, like, this is it. But there's no reason to think that, because it's kind of a waste of a...
Bro, what if... You know what an indigo child is?
I don't.
It's like a kid genius. It's like a kid that, like, knows quantum physics by, like, 7.
Yeah.
They exist. They usually have autism.
No, I believe it.
But, like... Usually they have autism. But, like, an indigo kid, right?
Shot.
No, it's true. Like,
you just gotta throw that in there.
No, it's like, they do.
Yeah.
What if indigo kids are individuals that, like, lived their whole lives, and once their life ends, they wake up and they're 3 years old?
Sure.
Anyway, it's a good way to end.
This is why like, I don't like a lot of that stuff, because it's just kind of like, we could talk in circles forever.
I know, there's no way. It's
but, like, I'm just an atheist, because it's just like, the only thing I can prove is I don't know what the fuck was happening before I was born.
Yeah.
And the only reason I can't do that is because I didn't have a brain, I didn't have a blood circulation system, I didn't have a heart. Yeah. And so when that's gone, I think it'll just be the same as when it wasn't there in the first place.
Yeah. And you're conscious.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
or
you're not going to be conscious anymore.
For all you know, the world started when you were born.
Sure.
And the world will end when you're born.
Sure. Let's dive into that.
Yeah. There's nothing else. There's really nothing else you can expand on. But that's scary to think of.
No, yeah. But no, I think...
Everything just turns off when you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same... And it's not a scary thing.
Yeah. And no, we talked about this. There's, like, beauty in nothing. Because, like, what's the alternative of dying and not existing anymore is living for eternity.
Forever.
Which is just as scary.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just as scary as nothing.
You can't kill yourself. Like, you can't.
You never cease to exist. There's never an end.
No matter what you do. Which is like...
Bro, I wouldn't do shit in heaven. I'd be procrastinating. I'll do it tomorrow.
But, like, there might not be anything to do. You might just be existing.
I know, but even then I'd be like, come play soccer. I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, there's never, ever... Like, it wouldn't have meaning if it's eternity.
I'm leaning towards afterlife because... I believe in
Do you think
God.
It's forever?
The thing is, like, part of me doesn't want to know. Like, part of me,
that's fair.
Like, part of me doesn't, like, want to know every detail.
No, that's fair.
Because it's like,
that's
a big problem with...
That's a totally fine thought process.
Yeah.
But when you start talking about gays, and you say some shit, I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up.
What do you mean?
Like, what if, like, someone said that, and they're like, but gay marriage is wrong.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, bro, if you don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, I agree. But, like...
It's like, we're not meant to know the answer, but it's wrong.
I think...
It's like, bro, decide.
A lot of the church teaches we're not meant to know.
I know, but then they have very solid opinions about certain things.
There's like concrete...
It's like, if you don't know, why are you so adamant about the opinion you have?
There's a concrete gospel, but yet there's this doctrine that we shouldn't know. But there's a concrete doctrine. So that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, there's, like, beauty in, like, not... knowing.
No, I agree.
It's like when I die and I'm like, oh shit, like now is this part and now I gotta do this part.
It's like the same thought process of like why I don't want to exist forever.
Yeah.
It's like there's a beauty in going like, what's next?
Yeah. It's also kind of intriguing. It also makes like something to look forward to when you die.
Yeah.
Because you can be like, oh, I get to know.
Yeah, no,
the most asked question in human history.
I fully agree.
I will know.
I have a paper I wrote out. I'm not going to share in this podcast because it's very personal. But I have a personal paper I literally wrote about that.
Yeah.
That made me want to get into nonprofit work.
Yeah.
Like that was what led me into that.
Yeah. Maybe in another episode you can get into like kind of it, but
yeah. But no, I fully agree.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like. And like this is all we know, so fucking enjoy it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like it doesn't matter whether I'm right, whether you're right, whether the guy preaching a law is right.
No one is right.
We all fucking die.
No one knows if they're
There's an end. We know that for sure.
Yeah.
So like, you know,
we know for a fact we will all eventually know.
Yep. That's the one thing we know is that
we will know.
We will know.
Yeah, dude. Go ahead and end the podcast.
I think this might be the longest one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm gonna have. I think this is the format I want.
Do you? Okay.
Like around this time.
Okay.
Depends where the conversation goes. Like, say I have a guest and it's very awkward.
Yeah.
I might cut it at 45.
All right.
But like, I don't I want to keep it between an hour and a half to 3 hours.
Okay.
Like that's like kind of the range I want.
Okay.
If it's less, it's more. But yeah.
You've changed that time frame.
I know.
Throughout the entire
The thing is,
podcast.
like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it stressing about a time.
No,
let's just do it till we're like. That's
I
about
agree.
it.
I guess it doesn't fucking matter who listens.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's about it. I will listen to this.
Yeah, I know. I will in the future.
Yeah, in the future, I might listen to this tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, no title to this podcast.
Yeah, we'll think of a title eventually. But yeah, that's it. Do you have any closing thoughts?
No, I think you'll see. I think you'll hear from me around. I fucking love podcasting, and I think it's funner when there's a third.
Yeah.
Because it's less of you, me, you, me, you, me, you, me.
Yeah.
And
there's more like natural banter.
Yeah, and there's more perspectives and more questions and more.
Yeah.
And so I think
sometimes a debate.
If possible, I'd love to join you as many times as I can.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
With guests and.
You'll be a correspondent.
Yeah, I'll jump in kind of like in the background here and there. But for the few times, obviously, where I'm not, like, you'll lead the.
Hell yeah.
Lead the podcast.
That's fun, bro. All right. That's
All
it.
right. Well, thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, and suck a dick.